What's going on, guys? Welcome to SpawnCast episode 89. It's another Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We got a bunch of people here. Max is actually out and about living life tonight, so he's not on with us. But I got everyone else here with us. So we have, from my right to left here on my screen, we got Sean, RGT. What's going on, man?
I thought this was the Soulja Cast, not the
Soulja Cast, man. we gotta if we're gonna do that, we gotta raise the price up a couple $100, then knock it down $100 so it looks valuable.
Well, what you gotta do is only people who join your thing on YouTube can comment. And then that's how we make it the Soulja Cast.
Oh man. Then we got OJ, Player S. What's going on, man?
You What's up, everybody?
Nate's back with us. What's going on, Nate?
Oh yeah,
you're coming up on that 10,000 sub mark, right, for the Nintendo ambassadorship?
Yeah, I think I'm like 275 after I lost some subscribers from the YouTube account.
That purge was something else. That like came out of nowhere. That hit some people really hard. I think T Series lost 200 something thousand subscribers all at once.
Yeah, so
it was crazy. And then we got Evan. What's going on, Evan?
Not much, just design work.
Cool. Yep, designing, working over there.
Oh yeah.
Cool. And a lot of stuff to go over this week. Actually, I was a little surprised. It was quiet at first, then it started to pick up. We had Kingdom Hearts 3 actually got leaked, which we'll go over. NPD numbers got kind of kicked around and put out there somewhat. We'll talk about that as well. But tell me what you guys have been playing. What have we been playing this past week? I know Evan's been playing a lot of Smash.
Yep.
I know OJ's been playing a lot of Smash, but is there anything other than Smash? Because then we'll probably just go right into Smash after that.
That's my whole life is Smash.
I'm still grinding away on Warframe.
You're still doing Warframe? Okay, wow.
Yeah, I finally got the Arcwing, and I've been messing around with that and doing some of the later missions on other planets and stuff. I'm surprised that the community seems to still be pretty healthy for that. I figured Smash would have wiped it out completely. But no, I mean, there's still a bunch of people playing it, and I'm still loving it. It's actually funny. I went to play Black Ops 4 the other night because I haven't played it in a while, and I was playing it, and I played it for like probably 20 or 30 minutes, and I was like, I'm gonna go back to Warframe. It's just Warframe's just so much faster, and the movement is so crisp and fluid, and then in Call of Duty you're just like, you feel like you have like a 3,000-pound bag on your back when you're walking around. I'm like, why is he going so slow?
Well, I don't think that game's ever really gonna truly die on the Switch, only because you don't need the subscription to play it.
Right. Not only that, but it's a good break game. I mean, for the people who play Smash, you're eventually going to get tilted, and then you can just go be a god ninja in another game and just kill everything and just feel good for a little bit. So
yeah, and you're a ninja in the game. I mean, that really doesn't get old.
Yeah, I love it. I still love it. It's an awesome game.
Yeah. I've been playing Below. That just came out yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday it came out. I've been playing it. I don't really know what I'm doing in it, but I'm doing something. It's kind of like a top-down, zoomed out. Further than Zelda, but zoomed way out. You said, Evan, it looks kind of like a game I haven't played. You said Oxenfree.
It feels like the indie style that Oxenfree was in. Oxenfree definitely is a bit different of a game, but it hits all the hallmarks.
Oh, yeah, because I was playing it again right until we went live here on my monitor over here, but I don't really know what I'm doing. They give you a map, and you kind of just wander towards the boss, it seems, and you collect stuff. But every time you die, you go all the way back, and you show up as a new wanderer, I guess what they call it, or survivor, and then you go continue back through. But so far it's controlled similar to Zelda. I think I just got to play. I got to at least get to this first boss that I'm trying to get to. But this game has been talked about since 2013, 2014. So it's finally out, and it went on Game Pass right away. So if you have Game Pass, you can just download it. Evan, or actually, Sean, you might want to check it out just for fun because it's a little indie game, but it's actually kind of interesting for what they're doing with it.
Yeah, I might check it out.
It's very polished. Like they said they held it off because they wanted to polish it more and more, and they definitely did. They spent a lot of time working on like the little details for it. But it's been. I got to play further. I'll probably be able to talk about it a little more next weekend when I get more hours into it. But so far, so good. It's been all right. And then I've been playing a lot of Nintendo 64 because I got the HDMI mod done, and I've been just testing games on it. A lot of games. Tony Hawk. I've been playing a lot of Tony Hawk actually. The first one.
Why not just play? Well, did the first one come out on Dreamcast or only the second one?
Second one, right? Was the first one on there?
I feel like it might have been. I don't know. Let me look.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember the second one looked really good on the. Well, no, if I'm gonna play the second one, I'll just play Tony Hawk 2X on the Xbox.
I'm not seeing anything. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm incorrect.
Yeah, so I was playing that on there because there's no load times on that one.
Yeah, true.
It looks good through. It looks really good through HDMI. I like it a lot. Like the HDMI mod. The mod is kind of expensive though. I think I just got just the mod and it was like 150. Whereas if you, because I think Metal Jesus did a review on if you get the whole system, and that was like 400. I think he said in his video.
Better bargain than the Soulja Fuse.
Are you sure, man? That fuse looks pretty sweet, man.
I'd rather have an HDMI at 64.
Oh yeah, but that's what I was saying. It's like if you order it, Sean, I can just put it together for you.
Yeah, I might have to do that.
You just get the $150 mod, and I'll put it in. I'll put it together for you, man.
Shit, I could probably poke around and be like, "Hey, so you want some free publicity for this thing?"
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know, dude. They're always back ordered.
Yeah, they are.
I ordered it and took mine about 6 months to get here. So it was half a year before I got it. I had to pay up front too because they were just always sold out of them. So that's what I'm playing. But yeah, what do I got here? Banjo-Tooie, Rogue Squadron, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario 64, Beetle Adventure Racing. People got to stop sleeping on Beetle Adventure Racing.
How does the HDMI mod impact games that use the expansion pack?
Oh, I have Pod Racer, which has a high def mode, and it looks really good through HDMI.
That's cool.
Rogue Squadron also has that. The real one I really want to try out, and I need a Game Shark or an EverDrive, which I'm probably just going to get an EverDrive because I might as well at this point. But GoldenEye has a modification that allows you to use the expansion pack for smoothed out visuals and high resolution, and it uses it through a Game Shark code. And then it looks really good. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, is something like that and just checking it out. But Rogue Squadron looks good as well. That uses the expansion pack. Pod Racer was probably the noticeable change. I think Rayman 2 uses it as well.
Did you try? Do you have Donkey Kong 64? Because that's one of the few games that like I never played it during the N64's heyday, and when I try to play it as an adult, like I just want to stab my eyes out. Like it's like, I don't know, man. It's just so blurry to me, and like the controls feel clunky. But I feel like I could get over the controls if I could actually stomach to look at the game. And even playing it on like a CRT, like, man, it's tough. It's tough.
Well, the HDMI has like de-blur. It has so many options. You actually have a button combination, and a menu shows up.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you go $30 stuff. You can turn on and off VSync and everything. It's crazy. You can do 720p or 1080p. I just keep it on 720p because 1080p kind of does some weird things with it, but 720 works really well. That's what I've been doing. But it's cool. It's actually really neat. It works well. So installation was like a lot of people probably won't install that. I did it. I took pictures of it and everything, but it was I have a video just about done for it, and where I tear it back down and show it off, and you have to solder it directly to the CPU or the CPU GPU too. So you got to solder to like the legs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, if you end up getting one, Sean, I'll solder it for you. I don't mind.
All right, cool.
Did you get the GameCube HDMI adapter already too?
Yeah, I got it. I haven't messed around with it yet though.
I opened it up to check it out. The MK2, pretty cool actually. Pretty cool. I'm gonna do I have a video for that as well coming out. I have a lot of videos I'm trying to get done before the end of December.
Same.
But that's one of them. And it's pretty cool. You can actually do video output of the because it'll use the Wii component cables now.
Really?
Yeah, it uses the Wii component cables if you want. So you can plug that into the back, or you can just plug in the HDMI, but it'll run signal out through both at the same time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that'll work really well for doing comparisons, right? So
yeah.
But pretty cool stuff there. That's mostly it. I want to break the GameCube out again because I want to play back through Twin Snakes. So I like that game on the GameCube.
Oh yeah.
So,
be careful if you capture footage for that game. Totally off topic. But if you capture footage from Twin Snakes and use it in a video, even if the sound is off, if you do any cutscenes from the game, you'll get flagged. It can only be gameplay.
Wow.
Also, if you show Hideo Kojima's name in the credits, that will also get flagged.
Whoa, Konami will flag that?
Mm-hmm. I got flagged for it, so I said screw Twin
Snakes.
I did Twin Snakes on the first GCHD adapter, and I uploaded the video and it got claimed, and I was like, what the fuck did I get claimed for? And it got claimed for the part where Snake is going up the elevator right at the start.
That's like my favorite part.
And it looks so good on the GCHD. Yes. And I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me.
Dude, that's my favorite part too, is when he's going up the elevator, it like switches between him and Liquid back and forth, and then it cuts to him and he's looking up and like you see the logo come up.
Yep.
Oh, that was like the best part of that game, was just that opening sequence.
It's the most bizarre thing.
Oh,
Anything referencing Hideo Kojima might get copyrighted. Any type of thing with it.
dude,
I don't know about
Konami's bitter, man.
I don't know about like Metal Gear Solid 5 or anything like that, but like with Twin Snakes in particular, that's my favorite Metal Gear Solid game is Twin Snakes. So when I was trying to do it, same thing. So
I just like the cutscenes in that game because they're so ridiculous.
back when it released, it was like the greatest, one of the best looking GameCube games, you know, like ever. Like, yeah, it was like everyone was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like I can't believe. Well, because you were comparing it to the PS1 game, you know, and you're like, "This is freaking incredible," you know. And Silicon Knights did it, you know, same people with Eternal Darkness. So, and it was like a cheaper game too. I mean, they could have easily charged, but I think it was $39.99 when it came out. I remember buying it for cheaper.
Yep.
So it wasn't a full price game, even though they could have easily got 50 for it. So
I think it's probably more expensive than that now, complete, like than what it originally sold as.
Yes, it's definitely more expensive. I got my original copy. I love Twin Snakes. It's a great game.
I hope they because there are rumors that who you call it was it Blue Point? So one of their whoever redid Shadow of the Colossus might be working on a Metal Gear Solid.
That's
game,
Blue Point. Yeah, they do PlayStation like remakes and remasters and stuff.
Oh, so, yeah. I would love to see them redo the first Metal Gear Solid. That'd be amazing.
There's a lot of games that they could redo. I mean, with their talents, like, you know, like with the Uncharted and everything, there's a lot of cool stuff that they could probably redo from like the PS1 era or PS2 era.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome for them. You know, I think that'd be dope if they were able to get that.
What's everyone else been playing though? I just talked about my whole week there.
I've just been playing Smash Brothers.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, been getting a lot of people to Elite Smash. I was playing, you know, because everyone's talking about like how good the Inklings are, you know. So I was playing against some pretty good Inkling players last night with the Wii Fit trainer. So it was like intense matches, and like the main difference that I see with this game is that like Inkling's considered like top tier, right? Like the best character in the game. Many people consider her the best, but her top tier isn't as like top tier as like Fox in Melee or as like Bayonetta in Smash 4, you know, or stuff like that. So it's like Inklings are definitely beatable. That's what I like about this. Like you just have to work really, really, really hard to beat them, because there was a number of really good Inkling players that I actually beat with Wii Fit. So I mean, that's the thing that I kind of like about this game.
What makes Inkling so good in the game?
Movement, like, you know, when they move, they turn into a squid. You know, so then that puts them in a low profile. So then like certain stuff won't hit them. It just depends. Like certain things don't hit them when they dash. And they're really fast, and that's the thing. They're really quick movement. So you combine like dash dancing that they put back into this game. You see a lot of people just kind of like going back and forth, and they turn into a squid. It's just visually kind of just trips, like mixes you up just right off the back. And then just a lot of tools.
Their tool set's pretty brutal.
Tool set's really good aerial movement, really good recovery.
Really they have quick smashes. That the freaking up smash comes out so quick on them.
Yes, and then the side B plants you in the ground, which can get you a up smash if you jump cancel. So I mean, it's just a lot of cool stuff that you can kind of you know, play into with the Inklings. So that's what kind of makes them really good. But they're super light. That's the problem. Like Wii Fit. I was like bopping them with Wii Fit because Wii Fit has some pretty good moves, like strong moves, like her dash attack can kill and stuff like that. So that's how they kind of balanced it out. Inklings are light though, so you can kind of knock them out early.
So good, they'll go flying pretty early on.
Yeah, they'll go flying pretty early. Yeah,
yeah. Okay. Sean, you've been playing a lot of Smash, right?
Yes, I'm absolutely terrible at it, and the only time I've won a game online is in team battle. I've won no one-on-ones. I have a cousin though who's only like 7, and they're getting. I know my well, it's not a. What the hell do you call your cousin's kids? I'm gonna say
nephews, right?
I think it's great cousins. Nah, if it's cousins' kids, I think it's great cousins.
We're gonna say nephew. And nephew is easier. So she's got like a 14-year-old nephew who I feel can beast me, but she's got a 7-year-old son as well, and they're not getting smashed till Christmas Day. So that's gonna be my first dub over at Grandma's house on Christmas Day, and like I get brutal. Like I'll start screaming at him and stuff. I don't care.
How many games have you played online though, one-on-one?
A lot.
I got real mad one night because I was just everyone that I was beating would pull the plug, and then for some reason I wouldn't get the points at the end, so it was pissing me off because anyone who was beating me would stay, and then everyone who I was beating would just leave, and it was screwing me over until just before the end of the night. And this one kid, I guess, comes in and started spamming on Kid Link. I was kicking his ass nonstop, but he kept rematching, and I was like, I'm gonna take every goddamn point this kid has.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you find something that you can beat, man, you better milk it.
Sean, they said the chat's saying it's second cousin is the term.
Yeah, second cousin.
Second cousin.
Okay, there we go. Second cousin.
Yeah, so I played. I'm mostly doing World of Light. I haven't even really played online yet.
I've kind of got obsessed with the spirits just because there's so many obscure spirits that like
there's some weird ones.
And like the Fatal Frame assist trophies are so damn cool. Like when I first saw the Fatal Frame assist trophy, I was like, wow, that's awesome.
I mean, I'm enjoying World of Light. It feels a little grindy at times, but I don't know, it's been kind of working through it. It's interesting. Some of those spirits can evolve. I thought that was funny. Like it was a Groudon that I had it like, it can evolve when it hits level 100 or something. So
well, there's a bunch of them. Like one of the Metal Gears can turn into Sahelanthropus, and it gives you giant and metal at the beginning of the fight. So it's pretty cool.
So I've been playing through that just for fun to get through it. And basically every time I fight 2 matches, I quit out, and it lets you fight a person to unlock them. So that's how I unlocked people.
Yep,
doing that.
That's what
did they patch that one method that you were doing, Sean, where it was like
I don't know why, because some people were telling me that it was patched, but I mean I did it, and I actually had someone like a day or two ago message the Facebook page and tell me thank you, because that's how they got their character. So
all right.
I don't know. Maybe it's just something in the game just doesn't click or something sometimes. I don't know.
Okay. What about Nate? What you been playing this week?
I've mostly been playing Grease.
Okay, so is that game good? Because I have a code for it sitting in my inbox, but I haven't done anything with it yet.
I mean, it's a good game if you like artistic style games. I mean, if you like Journey or like the Abzu, you'll probably enjoy it. But I mean, it's not a game that's heavily focused on puzzles or platforming. It's more of just an experience.
Because I saw it got good reviews by a lot of outlets. Mostly I just saw the numbers. I didn't actually read any of the reviews, but I mean, people seem to like it. I just haven't done anything with the code yet, so maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. You say it's kind of a slower game.
Yeah, I mean, like I saw one person compare it to like a walking simulator, and that's just not fair. It's really a game you sit down, you either have your headphones in or you play on your TV with nice surround sound, and you just lose yourself to the game. It's not a game you're going to sit down for entertainment. It's abstract. It's something you just submit yourself to and let the experience take you over.
Okay. Were you getting footage of that too, I guess, on the channel?
No, I actually bought it on my own just to enjoy in leisure.
Oh, fair enough. I guess that's the relaxing game you play after you're done at like work or anything.
Yeah, I feel like sit down on the couch at midnight. I just I want to listen to some cool music, look at some nice animated visuals, and just relax.
Fair enough. What about Evan? Just Smash?
Pretty much just Smash, yeah. Just trying to relearn the mechanics to move away from the standard fighters.
Cool. All right. Very good. So I guess that's everyone. OJ's doing Smash. Evan's doing Smash. Grease for Nate, and then Sean.
Yeah, I'm working on some guides too. I'm working on an Inkling guide. So yeah, really kind of getting heavy into Smash and understanding the new mechanics and everything. It's interesting. Very interesting game. Fair
enough. Do we want to start with the Switch Pro rumors that popped back up again? It happened again.
I think Nate's going to be very happy to talk about this.
So this Gaming Intel popped up too. I'm like, what is going on around here? They apparently had I mean, Nate, you read that article, right?
Oh yeah, the rumor of it will have more memory storage. Like,
wow. I thought it was like a big thing, and then we looked at it, and it's like it'll have more storage.
Yeah, it'd be like it might have better battery life. Oh my god, talk about a megaton.
It wasn't, but the thing that happened this past week was for Samurai Spirits, and yeah, okay. So Nate, you even talked to me about this as I was kind of going through it and researching for it and everything with Gamatsu, even saying that it was misunderstood essentially what happened there.
And that's my key issue with that rumor of how it came back is that you had Gamatsu come out and say it's a misunderstanding of the slides. The slides are just showing the most recent example of this IP, and they're putting the platforms this IP has come out on. It is not saying that this new title is coming to these platforms. But why would anyone look for facts? They'd rather just look at it and make up their own narrative around a picture and say, "Oh my God, look, this is coming to all these platforms." I mean,
that was on that was all over the internet, and then on forums and everything where that was kind of being talked about, where it was like they seeing the icons and stuff up there. But the problem was people said that they were actually at the event. And like that's what they were saying, which is weird because they said they mentioned Switch Pro or something, and it seems like they didn't.
Yeah, there was That's the other part of the rumor, is that they claim that the slides were saying something about Switch Pro, or at the event they mentioned Switch Pro, but none of that actually took place. It's linking back to a Reddit rumor of where a guy said the name of a game, and previously he mentioned Switch Pro. So people are just connecting dots and say, oh, well, look, this game exists. And the guy who said this name of this game also said the word Switch Pro. And so now everything has to be connected and be true. But they're ignoring all these other facts and just jumping to these conclusions. It's basically a hodgepodge of mistranslations and misunderstandings and coming to a very weird conclusion that's not based on any reality.
Okay. So that's kind of where we are now, right? It's just Switch Pro next year, I guess, or Switch revision next year.
Why would they only do 64 though? Like, is that really worth? Because that's what the rumor is, right? That it's 64 gigs instead of 32.
No, there wasn't the rumor at one point like 128 or 512. There's so many numbers getting.
Well, the latest one from Gaming Intel is 64. I'm guessing that would be. I'm guessing that would be on board like the flash memory. So that stuff's really expensive. So that's the reason why it's not. I mean, it wouldn't be more than that. So. That's the only thing I can think of.
But at that point, just fucking bundle it with an SD card.
Yeah, just drop an SD card in it.
I agree. An SD card. They did it with the 3DS, right? So
yeah, the 2DS XL even comes with a 4 gig card, I think now.
Yeah, so that's what I would just say. Yeah, just put a 32 in there. If you're gonna do it. If you're going to.
The rumor from Gaming Intel doesn't even specify an amount. It's just it'll have more.
It'll have more.
Like storage. They didn't even say. It just says it would be increased internal storage. They don't even put like 64, 128.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it now.
They said 60. Okay, my bad. I thought they said
I was the same. I could have swore they said 64 as well.
Did they say it on Twitter? Maybe. Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if there was something more for space, just because everyone's downloading stuff off the eShop right now. So maybe they're thinking that, but. Just drop an SD card in there, like everyone's saying. You could have like 32 gigs on board and then drop a 64 gig in there,
Yeah.
And then everything will fit at that point. Like there won't be any game that'll like be too big for the Switch at that point. At this time, anyway. Who knows what happens in the future? But at this time, anyway, it won't be like that. Nothing else though, really, that I've seen. The rumor that was on Reddit specified a regular version of Samurai Spirits and then a pro version of Samurai Spirits, and nothing was actually confirmed at that meeting, though. So we're still technically waiting for anything else. Yes, that's all. So the Switch rumors, not much headway has been made since then. Who calls in the chat? Sean. Wood's in the chat.
I'm on timeout.
he's talking about so everyone's just talking about it now. Do we just want to talk about Soulja Boy for a minute?
Of course,
because I had to do a video because he keeps picking the systems that I've seen. Like every system he's picked so far, well, the handheld Polygon figured out, but like his old console, it's because I go on AliExpress and I look at these, so I'm like, this would make for a fun tech wave. I've thought about it a couple times. The one he picked today, Fuse, that was one I had looked at. I read an article on it a year ago. And it was after the ban was lifted in China for game consoles, and that's what they wanted to do, was essentially a ripoff of the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, and it was the Fuse F1 or something like that.
Yeah, well, Forbes wrote about it back in 2016.
Yeah, so like people have written about these consoles, and once I saw it, I was like, yeah, I know what that is instantly, and I went on AliExpress and I found it, and it was $100 cheaper on there. So
my thing with it is like he acts like he's this visionary, like I'm making a new console and you're all gonna love. It's like you're not making anything. You're literally just drop shipping shit and putting your branding on it. Like I wonder if the box is a bit different. Like does the box say like Soulja Boy on it or something?
Most likely the order just passes through his main website and then just orders it direct from Ally, and that's it. Like.
Yep,
I can do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you drop ship, you usually don't have to deal with it. Once they order it from you, you then order it from them.
John, you want to sell some consoles?
Yeah, right. We're gonna make the Spawn console. That's what we're gonna do.
Comes with a hammer. You can break the console your damn self, dude.
We'll probably be in direct freaking competition with RGT's console, which we'll probably just set up for him as well, so we can have that. Mine's just gonna be a handheld. It's gonna be a revision of the Game.com.
Oh man.
from Tiger. That was a cool man. They had like Resident Evil 2. They were working on Metal Gear Solid for that. Like, what kind of crack were they smoking?
Come on, Tiger had some good games. They had that awesome bowling game.
Like, they legit had Metal Gear Solid that was coming to that thing. Like, there's even like screenshots of it and shit. Like, wow, crazy. I always thought it was a cool ass system when I was a kid, though. But yeah, like legit, I wanted one. But then again, I was the weirdo who chose a Virtual Boy one Christmas over a Saturn and a PlayStation. So obviously, I didn't.
Oh man!
Wait a minute. Hold on. You chose a Virtual Boy over a PlayStation?
Yep.
You need to go back in time and slap you. Jesus, why would you do that?
Because, man, it was cool. I used to go to KB. I remember I used to go to KB Toys, and they had a Virtual Boy there on display, and I used to play it all the time. And I had a pamphlet on the side of the display, and I took the pamphlet home, and I would just sit there and look at that pamphlet for like hours and be like, I need this in my life.
Sean, you were one of those kids that drank Code Red all day, huh? Weren't you?
Yeah.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Code Red got like introduced. People freaked out because they had all those commercials, and people were like storming like Pathmark and stuff. And
Oh yeah,
it was crazy.
it was
back then.
crazy. We used to drink Code Red so much. I swear, man, it was insane. I don't know why people drank it so much though. It was addicting though. Too much sugar, right? All the sugar in there.
Obscene amounts of sugar. Yeah.
It's like a whole freaking can of sugar in that thing.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I mean, what's next? What's the next system? Because he's gone up to 400 now. He was kind enough to mark that down from 640, by the way. So
Well, isn't there
man.
there's a VR attachment for that thing? I
Oh
think.
no.
I'm pretty damn sure in that Forbes article that I read, they talked about. Let me pull it up real quick. I swear they did. What the hell's Fuse? I swear they talk about a VR headset that works with it.
Yo, if he's about to go into VR,
yes.
oh man.
Well, I don't know if it ever launched. I guess we could look that up real
okay.
quick. It was called the Fuse Tomahawk F1, and it was a VR headset that would work with the Fuse. So let's see if that ever came out.
So Fuse is his new system. I haven't been able to watch your video.
Holy
yet.
shit! Yes, the Tomahawk did come out.
Did it? How much is it?
Oh wait, no, the Tomahawk. No, the Tom. Oh right, now I'm confused. The Tomahawk is the Fuse. So then, what is this thing talking about? Hold on. Basically, it's an OJ. It's just basically like an Android console.
Oh, okay.
The one that Fuse right now, it's funny. It's 400 is what he's selling it for, but it's weaker than both the Switch and the NVIDIA Shield TV.
What's the specs on it? Is it like a?
It's a Tegra K1.
Oh, a K1. Okay, so it's like the Shield, the tablet, about like that. Like that has a K1 in there.
Yeah, just like that one. Yeah.
Because I have one of those tablets, which I mean, for 400, yo. Whoa, wait a minute. Dang, dude, that's a ripoff.
Yep. that's what's happening right now.
That Shield tablet is like what, 200? I think the Shield tablet is.
I mean, dude, the Shield TV, because remember, it's a console. It's not even like it's not a portable system at all. It's a console. The Shield TV is like 160 right now, I think. That is an X1, just like the Switch, just not like underclocked. Yeah, so it's like this system's $240 more.
He's a business visionary. I mean, this is awesome, right?
I mean, he's picking these systems up. You're right, though. It's funny, Sean, because you're mentioning it's like he's like creating.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like I just feel like he doesn't have very solid people around him, or maybe he does. I mean, you got to remember, it could just be some sort of way to get some easy press on him. If he drops an album next month or something, like shit, are we gonna have to review that too? Like, I
mean, did he get it from AliExpress?
Where do these beats come from? They sound very oriental.
Oh man.
The VR headset, it looks like, never came out.
Okay, so we're safe on that front, because if he enters the realm of VR and sells more headsets than Oculus does, we're in trouble.
I wonder. But now I kind of want to know if there's a VR headset that's on AliExpress. And if so,
you're just going to try to you're going to make a video that's like is this Soulja Boy's next system, or 10 systems that could be his next system. Just start scrolling through AliExpress, man. You'll find it. Oh, man.
It looks like they're all just smartphone visors. Oh, there are some glasses.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
much are they?
68.98.
Okay. So he's gonna show up
All
with
in
them.
one headset action. Here, I'll drop the link in the chat if you want to show the chat, or if you want to show the viewers the new Soulja Boy VR headset.
Holy hell, look at that link. It's like a paragraph.
Well, that's how they name their system. The system is called the All-in-One Headset Actions RK3288 VR Quad Core 1080p 1080p FHD display VR immersive 3D glasses virtual reality headset with Wi-Fi and BT.
That guy's mind is being blown.
Yeah, I know his mind is just being absolutely blown at this point. You gotta show. Can you show the chat? You gotta show the chat.
That one?
Yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
Look at this dude. He's like, no way.
What you don't see is there's someone off there's a dog off camera biting his dick, and that's why he's screaming right now in pain.
That's insane. All-in-one headset actions RK3288 VR quad core 1080p display immersive 3D glasses. Sean, you should just buy this now.
Right, and just like have the review done, and then when he announces the system, be like, "But wait, I've already reviewed this."
I mean, just be ready for it, man. Oh, this is crazy.
Man, I'm telling you, there's no telling what's gonna happen to your eyes in the future if you use this thing. I wouldn't buy it. This thing's gonna jack your eyes up, man.
Wow. Yeah, Sean, you should buy that.
I kind of want it.
Just do it. Just how long does it take to get? It only takes 6 to 13 days. Actually, that's pretty quick.
That is quick.
From China, that is actually very fast. They've sold 64 of them. 64 orders.
Soulja Boy,
Good reviews,
wow,
too.
64.
Yeah, good reviews.
4.8 out of 5 stars, man. There you go. Get on it.
Did anyone in America buy it though? There's a lot of other countries here. I'm looking at the reviews to see if anyone from America has. Oh, France. Well, just didn't say anything. I feel like standards may be a little bit different in other countries when it comes.
Oh
to...
my! You have to keep going down the page. There's another guy whose mind is even more blown than the other dude. He has like a DualShock 3 controller in his hand. He looks like he nutted.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, so let's move on from Soulja Boy. He's taking up more time than he should.
There's another picture of some kid laying in bed with a gun.
What?
And an elephant with wings. You just have to keep going down this page.
Yep.
It's better as you go.
The elephant with wings. I see that. It's beautiful. Yep, the kid with the gun.
He's
Because
gonna-
the video shift 2D shifts to 3D, and then the gun is right at your face.
He's gonna grab those screenshots. That's what he does. He downloads the screenshots from there and pops them into his shop. Okay, so Kingdom Hearts 3 has officially leaked by theft. Apparently, it was posted online that allegedly 30 plus copies of Kingdom Hearts 3 had been stolen from a Square Enix distribution chain, and the person's now selling them for $100 a piece online.
Did you see the supposed thing where there's like mafia ties involved in it and
What?
shit?
Yes, the North Carolina Mafia.
What? Where are you seeing all this at?
It's coming from Mystic Distance, the source of Persona 5 Switch. That's the guy went on Facebook. He was like, "Oh, if you want to know, like, I'm legit. I have mob ties to the mob, and that's how I got these copies of the game." Because he's like John Gotti. He's just like, "Yeah, I'm in the mafia." Just he didn't care.
The person. Okay, no, the person who's trying to sell them is saying that.
Yeah, he got them from his mob connections.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. But anyway, that means that they're actually out there. There's proof that people actually have the game right now, and this game is not out for another month and a half. That's not good, because that means it's also probably going to get dumped to the internet as well, which means data mining and spoilers and.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get spoiled.
It's a shame. It's a shame it's already happened because that's so like early for that to be out there.
And which to me, it's kind of a. I might catch some flack for saying this, but I think Kingdom Hearts 3 being leaked is a bigger deal than Smash being leaked. Because at the end of the day, Smash is, and you're not playing Smash Brothers for this intense story. And it's not like, there's really, there are secrets in the game and there are fun reveals, but like this, like the whole game is based on the story and the characters and the atmosphere. And like, I am not the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. But I feel like, you know, the people that have waited for this for so long are going to get screwed. Just disconnect from the internet, go outside, and
yeah. I mean, it's bad because of that. You're right. People have been waiting for so long. I mean, I know they've brought out other Kingdom Hearts games leading up to this, but like, think about it. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 came out when the 360 came out.
right.
It was out the month after the 360 came out. It was out in December 2005. And like the next numbered Kingdom Hearts is finally coming out, and it leaks out a month and a half early from Mafia ties, apparently. And here we are now. We're honestly, $100 for a leaked early copy of Kingdom Hearts is pretty cheap.
Oh, it's actually like a really good deal.
That's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't say you should get yourself tied into that. So I wouldn't.
You're buying a clearly stolen copy. Yeah. Like, you know it's stolen, and if you buy that, you're part of that.
Yeah,
you know, it's stolen.
But
so,
I mean, it's a good deal. The guy's an idiot for using Facebook Marketplace, where it's tied to his Facebook account, so it has his name, it has his city. Like, he's going to be tracked pretty easily. He's probably already arrested.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the Heartless just devoured him.
I mean, if he posted it on, what was that, on Let's Go or Craigslist or something, he's caught, right?
He's pretty much caught no matter what he
he's
does.
Screwed no matter what, unless he has some type of backup plan. But I don't see how he can get at it. I don't know what the point of him even doing this. This is like beyond stupid at this point. Like, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish. He's looking for clout, whatever the case is. I'm not sure what he's looking for, but this is really beyond dumb what he's doing. Like, I don't see any type of benefit for him in this situation. $100 per, I mean, like, really? You're gonna risk like your freedom? You know, like for stolen copies of this game. I mean, of Kingdom Hearts. I don't get it.
Well, supposedly he has like ripped off someone, and apologies for that link. Yeah, I definitely used a fake thing. This is the real link to that VR headset.
Sean, why are you posting that kind of stuff in the chat?
I'm about to look. I deleted that because I yeah.
What did it link to? I didn't see.
I didn't see it either, but people in the chat were mentioning what it was.
It's an old. I checked that link, so that's the actual VR link. It's the old. You remember how back in the day you would be like, oh yeah, check out this awesome thing, and you would send people a link, and it would pop up Meat Spin.
Oh my god! You said people Meat Spin?
I don't know how it happened. I legit don't know how it happened. I deleted that post. But yes,
people meets. That's disgusting.
I must have like done it to troll a friend or something. I don't know how that happened. But anyways, there's the VR link in the chat. But yeah, supposedly he like ripped off some elderly person in that same thread by Mystic Joker. There's a thing that says that they ripped off an elderly person for like $700, and there's here's more proof. Thanks to someone on Recent Era back in August, the seller scammed an elderly woman out of nearly $700, and there's a Facebook post that shows where the person did it. Like, they were supposed to do some work in the house, and then they did nothing.
Wow. Okay. Jeez. And then now they've come across 30 copies of Kingdom Hearts 3 before it even comes out.
Right.
The story is almost like, the more the story goes, the more outrageous it is getting. It's becoming more and more like unbelievable.
Yeah, if they didn't have proof that they had it, which they do, they have gameplay and everything, I wouldn't believe it either, but apparently it's real.
Well, now even someone in that same thread posted that somebody has it for the oh wait.
I think that's just the GameStop pre-order copy.
Yes. He stole the box.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty lame.
Yeah, the one I saw posted up was for the Xbox One.
Right.
Posted up. Yeah. So somehow they got it out of there. I don't know. Maybe somebody worked there and they were like, "Yo, come around back. I'm gonna drop this pallet of Kingdom Hearts copies out there, and you just pick it up." I mean, obviously it was shady business to get it out of that distribution center. Probably the same thing that happened with. Well, no, they said Smash was supposedly purchased at retail.
Oh yeah, those were early copies that were sent out for some people. Obviously, they dumped the ROM afterwards, but with Smash, it was literally just like an early copy. There was too many. Like I follow a lot of the Smashers online, and I could track myself where it started first in Mexico. I mean, that's where early copies were definitely sent. I know who did it. I know who did it. There were certain people that like to go there to Mexico that were there that weekend for some out of nowhere. They're in Mexico for some reason, So yeah, I think you can connect the dots if you follow the Smash and you know exactly who actually had early copies. And
I mean the good thing about this though for me is that I'm not super into the lore of Kingdom Hearts, and honestly, I don't know if the people who get a copy, unless he starts selling them like he is, would even be able to spoil the game anyway, because everyone's lost unless you're like really into the lore.
Yeah, but you got to figure some people will jump at that, and
yeah, that's tough. That's I don't know, that's concerning. I don't think anyone should try to include themselves in that. Even at $100 for Kingdom Hearts, I get people might be really excited about that, but it's like,
well, I mean, didn't Super Mario Party for the Switch sell for like $1,000, like
$7
grand like a week early because a guy dropped it at the airport?
Yeah, but I mean, this guy just admitted that he stole them basically.
He should have waited till like 2 weeks before launch and then just unloaded them.
He probably could have. If he was smart about it, what you do is you don't make a big deal about stealing them. You only sell one of them 2 weeks before, and you get them thousands of dollars for it because a review site will buy it from you, and that'll be that. So I don't know why. They said,
somebody's playing Smash right now.
Who is it? Who's playing?
I think OJ is.
I think it's OJ.
I'm not playing Smash right now.
We can hear you smashing those Joy-Cons.
I'm sorry. Just have to do something real quick.
Nate, I didn't ask you. Nate, did you get Smash at all?
Yeah, but I've only played like an hour of it.
Okay. Yeah, so there's gonna be some people like HMK. He's probably a little annoyed right now.
He's probably having a meltdown.
Maybe he'd try to get him. Maybe he'll try to get one quietly.
Right, like 200 shipped. Oh no, he made a tweet about it. Guys, beware! Some asshole legit stole copies of Kingdom Hearts 3 and is posting footage and is trying to sell the game. Fuck this guy. I hope he feels the wrath of Disney to the fullest.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You're not just messing with Square at this point. You're right. You're messing with Disney, and Disney doesn't mess around.
Wow,
they're also the biggest entertainment conglomerate on the face of the earth. So
he got the guy's phone number and posted it on his Twitter, and then tagged Disney and Squeenix.
Oh, HMK did?
Yeah.
Oh, phone number from the Let's Go listing or
Yeah.
Offer Up or whatever it's on.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's dangerous. I wouldn't be messing with Disney. Disney's gonna find you.
Mickey's gonna show up at the door. What's up, bitches?
You saw what he was doing in South Park, man. Don't mess him up. Man, so I don't know. We still have a while though. It's at the end of January, right around Resident Evil Remake 2, which that's gonna be a crazy week, by the way. Kingdom Hearts and then Resident Evil Remake 2.
I cannot wait. I just say real quick. I know we're not talking about, but I cannot wait for Resident Evil Remake. I really want to. I can't wait to play that game.
It looks good, right? It looks really good.
Yeah,
so.
and Devil May Cry. I played the demo. Finally played the demo this week. Looks great.
Yeah,
plays great. Looking forward to Devil May Cry and Resident Evil. They're both looking good and playing good.
What about the big Switch game? You got the new Super Mario Brothers.
I'm looking forward to that too.
That's at the beginning. That's earlier in the month.
Come on, you got to look forward to Tales of Vesperia.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. Yeah, that's my favorite Tales game of all time. Tales of Vesperia.
I like
honestly,
Vesperia.
I'm very stoked for Onimusha as well.
You can get it next week from the Japanese eShop.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna do.
We got to figure out, does it have an English option?
Yeah,
supposedly it does. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, fancy.
I know the physical version has an English option. We know that for sure. But so I guess the eShop one should have it too. So
yeah, maybe we'll look into that too then, just to play it. Absolutely. Yeah, new Super Mario Bros. Is gonna be interesting. It's gonna sell well, but I'm not as excited for that as the other games in the month.
You want to know? Time for a gamer confession. Never played that game.
What, new Super Mario Bros?
Yep. When I bought my Wii U, I bought Zombie U, Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, and it came with Nintendo Land.
Did you play it on the Wii? New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii?
No.
Did you play it on the 3DS?
Yes, I did play them on the 3DS.
Okay. You've basically experienced it, then you're good.
Yeah, that's why I didn't buy it on the Wii U. I was like, I'm not buying this fucking
The 3DS it's like the worst one though.
Yeah, it's clean. It's cleaner on the Wii U or the Switch. Obviously, it's better. But I mean, it's 2D Mario, but it's still fun.
But it's just like the gimmick of it is just like collecting coin. Like it's just I don't know. I kind of felt like the challenge in it nowhere near as good. Like the challenge levels and the one on the Wii U was really good. The one on the Wii is good. The DS one is too easy, way too easy. But I found the Wii and the DS or the Wii and the Wii U one's really good. Like I have fun playing them.
Yeah,
So.
it's it'd be good. Yeah, and I want to see when Daemon X Machina comes out, which I guess maybe we'll find out in a direct to start the year or something if we got to do it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. That game looks dope.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that's earlier in the year rather than later. But well, we'll see on that. We'll see on that. NPD results. We did get rumored NPD results, although the person who shares them seemingly every month is pretty much always right about it. So they more than likely have a way to look at it in some way, whether it's a newsletter or the thing they send out or they're part of a company that sees it. But they never give us direct numbers. They just give us percentages. So, OJ, did you have those in front of you?
I do. You want me to run down like the year on year or just the numbers itself?
If you have the numbers, then we'll do the year on year. But it's this is for November.
Third Xbox One with 1,342,000. Second Switch with 1,356,000, and then first would be PS4 with 1,478,000. Rough, I guess, right?
Those are
Rough
pretty
estimate.
close then. Those are within a 10% difference then between the last and first place. Then
Yeah. It's always pretty close in November. Usually that's how it is. Pretty close in November. So
PS4 seems shockingly low considering the Spider-Man deal.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
How many of those systems did they put out there, though?
That
They put
was,
out
I mean,
a
that's
bunch.
clearly the fact.
They were stacked at pretty much every place.
They had
See, I didn't go out on Black Friday, so I didn't know.
They had the bundle for Red Dead as well.
yeah, Red Dead bundle. I think really, I mean, what it comes down to, I mean, people are looking for deals. Obviously, like the month before, people weren't buying as much because they know they're going to be able to get good deals. I saw Xbox Ones; they were giving them away with $50 gift cards too, with Xbox One, and even like cheaper. Some of them, even someplace had them for like $170 for like the Xbox One. The Xbox One X also had pretty good deals too. You can get those for like, I think it was $299 on Black Friday or $350.
The X, I think I remember seeing a few of them at $350, like you're saying.
Yeah, $350.
It was hit or miss. I kind of depended on where you went, but yeah, it was. Yeah. I know it was $100 off, no matter what, everywhere.
Yeah, $100 off. So people loaded up on those. So overall, I mean, this is obviously a big month. So you want to make sure that people were buying a lot of stuff. That was a good thing. But yeah, like Nate was saying, definitely a lot of. I thought maybe PS4 would maybe do a bit more because of that Spider-Man bundle. I thought it would be like break like maybe 2 million. I thought it would just because of that. That's such a great deal, right? You have a big game, Spider-Man, and that $200.
Yeah. I mean, that was the
Still
thing.
really good though. Still really, really, really good. So.
That was the thing. Like leading up to the Black Friday week, is everyone's saying the Spider-Man bundle like sold out before Wednesday, and they said the only thing that's going to hurt Sony is basically their stock situation, because people said they could easily have moved 2 million units in November if they had available stock, but I mean, clearly they didn't have that much. I mean, still 1.4 million in the month of November is nothing to sneeze at. It's damn impressive.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then, but I think
down. It is down 13%.
Yeah, it's down. You're pretty much the only thing up year over year, I think, was the Switch.
The Switch was up 75%.
Pretty big year on year.
Yeah, which probably a lot of it had to do with Pokemon.
Yeah, well, yeah, because last year there was no. I mean, last year November was just a bunch of third-party games. There was actually no first-party game released. But I mean, Mario Odyssey and Fire Emblem came out at the very end of October. So
Xenoblade
was early December.
That was early December.
December 1st.
Oh yeah, we are talking about November.
Yeah.
One day up. Missed it by 1 day.
Everything else was down though. It was interesting to see that because now we have speculations from analysts saying that the Switch will become the market lead for next year, just for like the year on year, like over time. So the trend is kind of following to where next gen might be revealed next year then. So it's actually exciting to see that could be happening as most of us expect it to.
Well, I think the Switch will be the predominantly selling system next year, because you got to figure at this point, a vast majority of those PS4s are sold. A vast majority of those Xbox Ones are sold. People know that new shit is coming. And when you look at the games side of things, Sony has some decent stuff. Microsoft, Gears, because I don't really consider Crackdown 3 to look all that great.
Oh,
and then
man.
the Switch has all those damn games that are supposedly coming out. So that's the year of the Switch next year, man. It's gonna be nuts.
Don't diss Ori, man.
Okay, Ori's
Get
fine.
on Ori.
Ori.
I would argue that's one of the best games they have for next year.
Yeah, you're probably right.
The first one was awesome. It's on Game Pass. Everyone go play it.
Yeah, I mean, Switch for 2019 should be a beast. You got the true Pokemon coming out. You're gonna have a price drop.
Yeah, I can see a price drop. Yeah,
that's gonna move unit. I mean, you're gonna have the price drop probably timed either around the revision or just around the time Pokemon hits. Because right now the Switch's price is still kind of that high barrier where you're not buying it necessarily for your kid. But if that price comes down to $199, you might be more inclined to buy it for a child. Whereas right now that $300 price point is kind of like, you're getting a 3DS this year.
Yeah, it's
how much?
Yeah.
How much does that internal storage cost? What if they just did a system that had no internal storage and it had some internal storage just for the operating system, but as far as like downloading games and shit, you would have to get a memory card. Could that make the price drastically go down?
You'd be saving pennies.
Yeah, the 32 gig doesn't cost as much as you would think, but it is modular. They could technically rip it out of there. You can just pop it right off the board. It just comes off. So I don't know. I don't know how that would work there. I feel like they want to increase the memory anyway, but they can lower the price. The real problem comes into the Joy-Con and the dock. Those are actually, the Joy-Con controllers are more expensive than you'd think for that whole package.
Oh yeah, I mean, $80
if they could just sell the system, they'd get that thing under $200. Like the tablet, they'd get it under $200 pretty easily. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case. So, I mean, when they do the Pro, like we were talking about before, or the revision or whatever, if you could just buy the tablet and save a ton of money, I would prefer that. I would just buy the tablet because I already have a charger, I already have a dock, I have everything. So I don't need another set of Joy-Con controllers just because.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping for there, but I don't know. And then we saw the numbers in Japan, which were ridiculous for Smash. That was over 1.2 million units in 3 days. That's obscene. And then the Switch sold over 250,000 units.
281,000 for the Switch, and then it wasn't including digital. So not including digital on the sales, the 1.2 million. So yeah, biggest opening for Smash. Although Smash for Wii U and Smash for 3DS, if you combine them, was almost there. Not including digital as well, almost there. But Smash Switch beat it out. But those systems, obviously, you combine the install bases, much bigger in Japan than what Switch has in Japan right now. So. Yeah,
this apparently in the UK, apparently this is the fastest selling Smash Bros ever.
Yeah, UK, I think the number is right around 160,000 for the opening week or 3 days or whatever. So yeah, not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good
for Smash.
Pretty good, I'd say. Let me ask Sean about this because you made a video on this one. Gaming media and YouTubers.
Yes, I did.
Tell me about this because I know Max had an issue and he made a video too.
I mean, the gist of it is that video game media is changing. All right. Here's the thing about video game media. We people on here are old enough to pretty much have been through every stage of video game media. When you back in the day when you were a kid, you got video game magazines, and when you got this magazine, when you got your Game Pro, you got your EGM, that was your video game information for the full month. Previews, reviews, news, everything. That had to last you 1 month. So when you had that magazine, you read it front to back. You knew all of the writers that were in there. You knew all of the personalities that were in there, so you had a connection to them. Then when we shifted to the digital age with the internet and the magazine started to fade away, initially, I feel like websites had that sort of personal touch. You know, there were people that people identified with, but unfortunately with websites, because the information moved from a magazine format of one time a month to literally tons of content every single day, as the video game industry started to grow, you started to lose that personal connection. You saw people like Jim Sterling go off on his own thing. With the rise of YouTube, people were able to get that individualism back. I can make a video. Everyone on this panel can make a video on the same exact subject, but all 5 of our videos would be, there's 5 of us here. All 5 of our videos would be different because we would be putting our own thoughts into it. So when you're watching this, you could watch all 5 of those videos and get 5 differing opinions on the subject, thus making you have that personal connection back. Websites haven't been able to really capitalize that. So that's why you see whenever PewDiePie sneezes or something like that, the Wall Street Journal, the USA Today, they write about the death of YouTube. Like, first off, the death of YouTube is so stupid. If you look year after year, more and more people are watching YouTube than they are other forms of
cutting
media.
cable and everything. Yeah,
exactly. So they're afraid of it. They're afraid of the rise of the individual on YouTube who doesn't have to worry about, pissing off a corporate sponsor, who doesn't have to worry about their editor disagreeing with them. And so they try to go out of their way to slander YouTube as a platform and try to, disintegrate and downplay the contributions to what YouTube does.
Can I talk about this just a bit, because it was interesting. You guys know I get into some interesting discussions on Twitter, and that's what there was a person that was saying, oh, well, let's not confuse us and kind of what we do. We're not as high as what media is. You know what I'm saying? Like media. And I'm like, and I thought that was interesting because I was like, what makes us any different? We cover video games. We're out here. We're doing things. We've all went to E3, or we can get into E3, or we can do this. And they're trying to put old school forms of media or whatever is above what we do, as, oh, we're just filthy YouTubers or whatever the case is. We're just sitting in front of a camera and recording. And that's what I'm saying. These type of people that have this mentality, they are, I would say 100% afraid of kind of what we're doing, because we can sit there and we can command attention, like from these developers. We can get review codes. We can kind of be on our own platform and not have to worry about the corporate sponsor and all that stuff. And they're no better at this point. When you look at YouTubers and stuff, IGN is no better than any of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, heck, they're trying to recruit us to go work for them. So that's the thing. And I just found it funny when that was brought up, because I was like, well, what are you trying to put us beneath? And that's what some of these people, and that's what like Sean talked about, like the Wall Street Journal, they're scared to death, that we can sit here and be literally one-man teams and do what we do and command the type of respect that some of these big publications have worked whatever for, which you can feel about that however way, but it's not going to go away, because like Sean says, they lost that, like a lot of the websites lost that individualism, that they used to have, and YouTubers can provide that, whatever, type of, I cover a lot of Nintendo, Japanese gaming, RPGs. I can cover my own type of niche, and everybody can do that here. You cover a lot of tech, on your channel, taking apart stuff. So everybody can have that, and we can work independently as part of the media. You know what I'm saying? Like we're no longer like beneath them. Like we were even like 5 or 6 years ago. It seems like YouTubers are kind of beneath them, but now we're pretty much on equal footing, or if not above in some way. So, I mean, I see exactly what you're trying to say, Sean, and kind of how like when they write that type of stuff with Pewds or with anybody else, in that regard.
Hassam left the super chat saying, for what it's worth, YouTubers are largely unable to do investigative journalism. Granted, most websites don't do that either.
There's now I kind of agree with you on that, but in the same term, going back to what I was saying, when you had just the magazines, those people were the video game industry. Those people were the ones who had to get the information out there. So they had to do investigative journalism in order to get that information that nobody else had. Investigative journalism has changed so much now, because you've gone from only a select few individuals getting the information to everyone in the world getting the same press release. So there are instances where you can do investigative journalism and it can be very fruitful, but it's just sort of the shift in how, video game information used to be very secretive, whereas now companies go out of their way to promote the games as much as they can, because it's gone from a sort of niche industry to this multi-billion-dollar industry. So I feel like you're sort of right with that, but it's also just how the video game landscape has changed into this huge, multi-billion-dollar industry, as opposed to something smaller like it was back, in the late 80s, early 90s.
I mean, I think it also depends on what you're talking about as investigative journalism. Like a lot of YouTubers are starting to leak things and actually become parts of the news. Like, do you remember when I leaked the SNK Mini?
Yeah. You were the guy.
I was on IGN reported on me. Doing that. They actually put me on their website and wrote about me and stuff on there. Everyone, Giant Bomb talked about me. Kind of Funny talked about me. All these places talked about me, so I was like the news. Like
my buddies who figured out that you could plug in the USB keyboard into the PlayStation Classic. Yeah. Like they were the ones who discovered it. So IGN, Polygon, and I mean, he runs a very small channel. He just does like system modifications and stuff like that. So, they were all reporting on his video. Without that, you wouldn't have had that information.
Hey man, he made Newswave, man.
And I will add, I got quite a number of people reporting when I talked about, people knew about this, but I kind of put it out there about the Snowdrop engine with what's it called, Mario plus Rabbids, and Go Nintendo reported on the video that I did about that,
there you go.
however many years ago was it now, 2007. Before that, I put out that video, and there was a couple other people that were reporting in terms of the information that I got. I mean, so, and people were like, well, how do you know? Blah, blah. I'm like, dude, like, look, I've seen some stuff. So just whatever. Like, this is what it's going to use this engine. This is how it's going to be. This game is real, and there was rumors before that, but Snowdrop engine wasn't out there as much, and people were reporting on what I said there too. So, I mean, I see what the super chat was saying, but I mean, I think it kind of goes.
It also comes down to connections too, though. Like,
I feel like there's an assumption that if you're in the media industry, like the major websites, you're beholden to these companies giving you stuff, and they have just as much power to take it away from you. So you, in that instance, will get better sources. Supposedly, this is what people believe. Whereas versus with YouTube and us, since we're so free, just out there doing whatever, it almost feels a little more like the things we say are kind of just drawn from the ether and thrown out there as though.
Well,
like,
I mean, I do think that's a problem, is that if I'm working for IGN, Game Informer, Eurogamer, I typically have 2, 3, 4 sources backing up my information, whereas you can be a YouTuber, come out there and just say something stupid, like this Gaming Intel Pro story. It's nothing, but a YouTuber will make a video and talk about it, and then they'll get 100,000 views on nothing. It's unsubstantiated claims, whereas Eurogamer would never run that story because it's nonsense.
Yeah, the reason I did that.
That's the problem, where YouTubers can't be taken seriously over certain rumors, because you have so many out there who will say anything, who will make up information just for that attention. And that's a problem.
Yeah, the reason I did the SNK thing is because I had the actual documents from them. Like, I actually had like everything that outlined it. But yeah, that's what you're saying.
And like, you showed it to me and you were like, do I make a video on this? I was like, fuck yeah, if you don't, I'm gonna, and I'm gonna make one right the fuck after you make it.
But I also think that also comes to the point of where it's at the endpoint, right? The consumers or whatever, the people who watch, like, they want to talk about crazy rumors too, or like they want. Obviously, they wouldn't be going to you guys' channels if they didn't want to talk. They hear, hey, how many times have you not run a story on something? Did you hear about this, OJ? Did you hear about this, Sean? How many times you guys get tagged with stuff? Did you hear about this? 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 Like, over and over and over and over again. So you might as well just talk about it if you're going to talk about whatever rumor, whatever the case is.
As long
let
as
it be known that it's a rumor.
Right. As long as you don't try to present it as fact.
Yeah. Don't present it as fact. Yeah.
I think that's what people get into a slippery slope, is that they present it as a fact, whereas like, unless I know for 100% it's a fact, I'm not going to say it's a fact, because at the end of the day, it's just my opinion on the rumor itself. But, I definitely see both sides of that coin, because there are some people who will say this is a fact, this is actually happening, and then it doesn't happen. And then, they look like idiots.
Yeah.
Well, I'll use a recent situation. I would have bet you $100 million 2 weeks ago that Metroid Prime Trilogy was going to be announced at the Game Awards. I didn't have 1 source, 2 sources, 3, 4, 5, or even 6. I had 8 sources telling me it was going to happen. Eurogamer would have ran that story without hesitation. I mean, they ran Pokemon Stars. They were that confident in their information. It didn't pan out.
Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to that?
There's a lot of stuff that happened with that.
Okay. Sorry. Forgot about that.
But, like, at the end of the day, it's coming with that backing and no one's going to have. It's different than coming out here and just saying, a Switch Pro's happening. Okay, what's your backing of that? Well, outside of common sense, you can't just come out with this random ass rumor that actually has no backing. It's just you're stating the obvious, hope it happens, and then claim victory when it does.
Look, I just hope they announce Prime Trilogy soon. Soon. That's all.
Wait tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have breaking information.
Oh no! What's Soulja Boy do?
Soulja Boy has increased the price of the Soulja game handheld from $99.99 to $113.58. This information is coming to us from Mad Little Pixel. Shout out to Mad Little Pixel. I'm very jealous. That son of a bitch got like he also got over 1 million views on a Soulja Boy video. I sent him a message. I was like, you son of a bitch. You fucking got 1 million before I did. But yeah, he just posted on Twitter a screen cap of the Soulja Boy, the Soulja game handheld. It has gone up to $113.58 due to high demand. I'm guessing.
Okay. Does anyone know how many of these things he's sold so far?
I'm guessing 7.
Okay. That's okay. That's like 8 too many.
Yeah. Well, didn't Rich try to buy one, Review Tech, and like something happened and they like fucked up his order and he couldn't get it?
Really? I know he went to buy one. And I sent
him it on Twitter. Yeah, he showed it on Twitter that he bought one. I don't know if it ever got there though.
See, I think something happened after the fact with it, and like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm so tempted to buy one of these from the website.
Just do it. Oh, here we go. Lycon, the super chat says we're past it now. So tell me, what's the deal with Pokemon Stars, please? I don't know. I was the one asking that. I don't know what because they were confident that was happening. I specifically remember them putting that out, and they were like, Pokemon Stars is a thing. They're working on it.
See, I want to address this directly, but it's a lot of cases you can get information from great sources of something that is happening that gets canceled, gets retooled. And the problem is when you get the information, like today I could tell you Metroid Prime 4 is set in Antarctica. Well, now I don't give you an update for 6 months. And so as far as anyone's concerned, for those 6 months, that's what's happening with Metroid Prime 4. It's set in Antarctica. Now the game's revealed 5 months later, and it's actually in Brazil. Well, now you look like an idiot because your information was wrong, but the information you got wasn't inaccurate at the time. Things just changed along the way. And that's what kind of happened in the case of Stars. It could have been as simple as we saw the engine being tested, and internally it was being referred to as Stars. They ran a story that said Pokemon Stars is a thing. It doesn't make them wrong.
No,
it means the information was outdated.
Yeah, and they actually did a follow-up. Eurogamer actually did a follow-up. What happened with Pokemon Stars? And the gist of it is basically that due to this Switch's success, they didn't really need something like that. So it got sort of put on the back burner for what we got this year with Let's Go, and then in 2019 with...
maybe Pokemon Stars is like you're saying, Nate, the engine that's turning into whatever we use for next gen or next year's 8th gen.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a tech demo of them using the new engine that we'll see next in Pokemon Gen 8, and they were referring to it as Stars, or that was a concept they were toying with. And at that time, that information to the source is sitting there saying, well, this is what it is. Now I relay it to a journalist.
Yeah.
And now you create a game of telephone where expectation doesn't meet reality because it wasn't actually a real project. It was just something internally being tested.
Austin John put $2 in, says put this toward buying one and tearing it down. I almost don't want to do that because I don't want to give them the money for what's an obvious ripoff. But I also, on the other hand, I'm like, I should get that and just tear it down and just point out that it's the exact same thing.
Which one would you get? The handheld, the console, or the Fuse?
Not the Fuse. The Fuse, I cannot give them that much money. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm tempted to get I know the other one's gonna be really dumb, like really bad. The console one that looks like the Xbox One S, the white one. I was thinking about that one just because it's so dumb.
Act now, it's still $150, but it could rise.
Oh my gosh, it's $150. No, because I thought about at one point buying an NVIDIA Shield TV and doing a tech wave on that. I really would. I'd rather not buy the other one, and yeah.
But now we got 5 more. Austin John puts 5 on it.
5. I'll think about it. I'll think about it, Austin. I found it on Amazon, and it's the same exact thing. I know it is, and it's like
donates me like $100, I'll buy it and blow it up in my driveway.
I'll give Sean some money if he sings "I'm 5" on it like that, like the white dude soul version of "I'm 5." I swear I'll pay you money if I get a full album of that. I'm 5.
Change it out to your ringtone. It'd be great.
I just want to see you like green screen with the loonies, just you off to the side, just like that. Just I would love that.
I'll think about it, Austin, because that would actually make a pretty funny episode. But I would just make fun of the whole time. I found out that remember those GameStop videos I did where I got the refurbished consoles. I checked them out. Apparently, there's a whole he said blow it up. there's a post on their GameStop subreddit mad at me for opening their refurbed consoles. I thought that was funny.
Wow.
Because there are people who really like GameStop.
I mean, it's the same reason people are mad that he said Arc for Switch sucks, and they're like, "I'm having fun with it. This game's good." No, it's not. I'm glad you're having fun with it, but it doesn't mean it's good.
Austin John says blow it up. Nate wants to blow it up, apparently.
I'll blow it up.
I would take it apart and check it out and be like, this thing's terrible. Here you go, Nate, blow it up.
I mean, I got some fireworks. I can blow the hell out of this thing. I think I have like a pineapple that I can blow it up with.
Like there's Avedon Smith saying I'm with Austin. I need to talk with Rich because apparently something happened with his order, like you're saying, right, Sean?
Yeah. Someone was saying, you're right, Brada. Someone was saying that like he's got to call PayPal to get his money back.
Yeah, the charge went through, and then he got no shipping information.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a story right there, though. Soulja Boy rips me off.
No,
Soulja Scam.
they cranked that order. Dude.
But look,
That boy got cranked.
it's on Amazon though. You can buy it on Amazon. It's just when I looked at the listing, yeah, also just I'll go
Jesus.
halves. He really wants me to get that thing and take it apart.
I mean, you gotta get it now.
Yeah, I know. It's on Amazon. I'll just buy it on Amazon because
But is it the Soulja branded one? I
But
feel like it's got to be the Soulja Boy branded one.
Yeah, let me see.
We got PayPal protection. They'll take care of it.
That's a good point. They do have that. Let me see. What is it? What is it? Soulja what? Soulja something, right? What's the store again? Soulja
SouljaWatch.com.
Soulja Watch. Let's see. MK Seiken 10 says MK Trilogy remastered. Is it really happening?
That's a Trey LinkedIn thing, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
like, it's based on a LinkedIn profile saying they're remastering 3 games from the 90s. The connection to Mortal Kombat is basically his speculation.
Okay.
It's kind of like the only franchise that would fit it if it isn't an SNK franchise.
So I'm going to point this out to you
Holy
guys right
shit.
now.
Holy shit.
You got to buy it now, dude. Austin just gave
Yeah.
$50. And it has
On
top of
Soulja
the
branded
top
one.
It has to be the Soulja
I'm-
Boy branded one, and I get a shout out for sponsoring the video.
And
I
got
mean, he did
another
just give
5.
half of it to Google.
I'll join it as well. Okay, all right. Let me do this.
Soulja?
Let me do this. I'll get it now. Let's see.
Do I
Okay,
get-
I am gonna buy it. You can have it if you want afterwards.
Can I blow it up?
You can. I'll ship it to you. You can blow it up.
Or I'll throw it out of like my 3rd-story window onto a street.
Let me get it here.
Another 5 spot.
Yeah, we'll do this.
People really want to see Soulja Boy get blown up.
All right, here's the thing. That I hope he sends it to me.
He won't send it to you.
I'm
But then
hoping
you get the
does.
video.
Yeah,
Soulja
yeah,
Boy
yeah.
scams me. You gotta have like a really over expressive face because
Let me see.
people hate that.
There we
But
go.
while he orders that, I've actually heard, it kind of makes sense for maybe a Mortal Kombat trilogy because I feel like next year is going to be very Mortal Kombat heavy because you have Mortal Kombat 11, you have this potential Mortal Kombat trilogy remake, and then there's the arcade 1-up machine that is supposedly confirmed, from what I've heard, to be coming out in March that would have Mortal Kombat games on them. I'm not sure what Mortal Kombat games on there. I'm guessing probably 1, 2, and 3. But so I don't know. They might be going,
Did you see that rumor where there was a fan-made HD trilogy for Mortal Kombat that got pitched to Warner Brothers, rejected, came back like a year later, got rejected again? So wouldn't it kind of seem like pretty shitty to be a fan-made project of doing a remaster of the trilogy
Okay.
to get rejected by Warner Brothers for them to
Okay.
come in on their own and make it?
Shipping time is 3 days, is what it says. 3 business days.
That sounds like a lie. Is that
Yeah, I
after
know.
it hits the American shores, or
It says 3 business days. So let's do this.
look at you got 10, 2 Australian, another 10, another
Let me
2
blow it up.
Canadian.
Yeah, I'll send it to Nate when it's done. I'll throw it in a priority mail shipping thing, and then Nate will get like a camera out, and I guess he'll put firecrackers in it or something. I'll put it together all nice and everything for you, Nate.
Well, if you leave it a little bit open, I could put some fireworks inside of it and really get this thing to pop. I'll even play some Soulja Boy music as it dies.
All right, that's all good. Yep, that's good as well. Sorry, I'm buying it. Yep,
This
that's
is
good
a
too.
Soulja Console sponsored podcast. I mean, technically, this episode has been. It's like I told Spawnwave before the show. Like, shout outs to Soulja Boy. You making all of these decisions in the gaming world literally paid for my family's Christmas this year because with the ad rev that I made on those videos, everyone's gonna have a good Christmas. So thank you, Soulja Boy. I really have to thank the man. Like,
How much of this can I show without it getting in my info here? Let me see. I have the thing that's like you did it. You bought the Soulja thing. Let me see.
It should ask you if you're like 100% certain that you really want to buy it.
Well, no, I already did all that. It's done. I have an order number and everything. Okay, I think that looks good. I think that'll work. Okay, let me see if I can put this up. Let me see. Without showing all of that.
I'm not going to launch it with a trebuchet. I mean, I built one of those things in high school for a physics class.
Oh, no, I can't grab that. Let me see. I ordered it. It was, I have an order number. It came out to $152.65 because there was $2.66 shipping.
Just screenshot clip what you can and then just tweet it.
Oh, good idea. Let me see.
Wait, somebody said a good comment. Soulja Wave Media. I like that.
Let me see. I can print screen it, I think, and put it in Paint. Let me see.
Oh, that's a good question from Elaine. Would we see Nate's face when he blows it up? That could be the big reveal.
Do people really want you to
they could see my face.
They want to see more of it.
They want to see it in motion.
They want to see it in motion.
I mean, I could show you a green screen of my face right now because my camera still does a matrix thing.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Okay, I think we're good. Let me bring this up. I have my order number. It says thank you to me and everything. So let me see.
Austin just gave another $5. So he wants to know if we like launch it with a trebuchet, how much more?
Abaddon dropped another 5 too.
Oh man, everyone wants you to like destroy this thing, Nate. Application. Okay, here we go. Application one. I see it. That one? Is that it? I think we're good here. Let me just make sure that looks right. Yeah, I think we're good there. So I'll put this up on screen. This is the Soulja Boy. I should keep this anyway because that's my order number on it, just in case he does like just not send it to me. Because apparently Rich had that issue. Let's see. Here we go. Application window. There we go. This should be it. Okay. Do you guys see that?
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Wait, who's Jonathan? No, I'm joking.
There you go. Okay. It's got my this is the order number I got. That's the Soulja game console. All right. It was $152.65.
2,300 orders. I'm assuming that's for other products too.
Yeah, I think that's everything because he sells knockoff watches and stuff on there too. So there you go. It's ordered. It's on the way. Hopefully, and we'll take it apart and then I will put it back together. And I'll ship it to Nate and he can blow it up. I would watch that video.
I mean, I might hit it with like a bat and a hammer, like, Office Space style. And then I'll blow it up or light it on fire.
I thought you were gonna be done there, but no, and then I'll blow it up.
Or I could like chant to the back of like a truck and drag it across the street.
It's supposed to be here in 3 business days. That means by Thursday, maybe I'll see it.
No,
Friday?
you're not. No, you're not seeing.
I don't see it for 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to figure that. I mean, like I said, I'll talk to Rich about it too.
Oh, this guy's a good idea. I could microwave it.
Can you do that? Can like take it outside and microwave it?
I got like an old ass microwave in my basement. I could do it too.
I feel like that would cover too much up. There is a video that shows you how to make a microwave gun though, based on an old microwave. So you can just aim it at it and just light that thing up from a distance.
Microwave gun.
I don't know if I'm gonna build a microwave gun.
Oh, come on. Apparently it's really easy.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, we'll open it up. The thing I noticed though, by the way, in those screenshots is it doesn't come with a power brick. You have to get your own power brick. And what's funny about it is it goes from USB type A to like one of those round DC plugs into the back of the console. So it's going to be really bad. This is going to be really, really bad. So there you go. We're going to do a Soulja Boy Tech Wave sponsored by Austin John Plays.
It's gonna catch on fire, man.
Yes, it will. I don't know if I'll be able to turn it on because it's not going to come with a power brick. I mean, everyone cares about opening up and everything. I wouldn't mind checking it out though too to see those games.
Oh, you got to see the games.
So
man.
I'm going to try to figure out what's in there, especially if I turn it on and there's like Nintendo game. Like if I turn it on and it's like Mario, I'm like, oh, okay, well,
there's NES games on it.
Oh man, yeah, we'll play some games on it. We'll see if I can get it turned on. I just got to figure out, make sure I have the right AC adapter thing for it. Jack says, at what point in the year next year do you guys think Metroid Prime Trilogy will launch I'd think early, kind of like Bayonetta 1, 2. I'd say early as well.
February, March.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We haven't heard for much about February or really after January. We haven't heard much in terms of what's going to be coming. So yeah, February.
We don't even know. We don't even know what new games are coming to the Nintendo Online for January.
That's true.
I think they ran out of good NES games.
I mean, they haven't even touched any of the Mega Man games or anything.
You really think that's going to happen?
Maybe, I don't know. Super Nintendo games, drop some of those on there, please.
Please, maybe.
Please.
That'd be nice. Secret of Mana would be great.
Oh man, get Secret of Mana. Get Secret of Mana 2 and put that on. That would get some people to sign up legit. Like people would throw $20 for the year at that if they got that on there.
Wait, you said
fully translated Tales of
Fantasia? Secret of Mana 3?
Seiken Densetsu 3. Secret of Mana 2. Yeah. That's what everyone calls a Secret of Mana 2 or Seiken Densetsu 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was confused a bit. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I got confused.
They just go with Secret of Mana 2 because it's like, you look at it's like 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so that's, I hope they have some good announcement. I'm wondering if they're even going to announce next month's games, January's games. And maybe they'll wait for a direct in the beginning like we usually get for January, and that's when they announce the games for January and it's some big reveal. I don't know, because unless they're going to announce it around Christmas time or something. I think at this point all these companies are pretty much on cruise control till like early January now. Like I'm not expecting any big announcements for the rest of this month.
No,
I don't know. I mean, we did just get the thing out of Japan of the Arc Systems fighter. Was it
Grand Blue Fantasy versus for the PS4? Yeah.
Okay. And we have Jump Festa coming up in what, like a week?
Yeah, but they announced that for 2019 though. The versus fighting game.
Yeah.
So that's for 2019, and that was a planned event that they usually have around this time. I think Grand Blue Fantasy Relink that was just renamed. That was announced last year right around this time. So, but that game still doesn't. I mean, they don't have a release date for that game either. So
Austin's asking, what if every time you select something on the menu, it just plays you over and over again?
It has to be the power on sound. Like that'd be the best.
Oh man, I would be shocked if he did anything. If he was at least smart, he would slap a sticker on the box just to make it look different. This thing's getting shipped to me from China. That's all I'm gonna say. They're not doing anything with this. You know where he might be getting it from? By the way, okay, so I think this is where he's getting it from, and I'm gonna find out when it gets shipped to me. This system, I think we're looking at AliExpress because that's the obvious thing where it's coming from. This exact system that I just paid $150 for is $80 on Amazon right now, Prime shipped.
Ooh.
I bet you he's going to ship it to me from Amazon because that's how people will do giveaways and stuff. You go on there, somebody wins. All right, cool. I'm going to ship this to you from my Prime account. I just put your address in. It ships to you. I bet you that's what he's going to do. He'll do it tomorrow. He'll punch my info in and it'll get shipped to me that way.
I think you're giving him way too much credit.
I mean, it's like gifting something to someone on Amazon. It's the same thing. You're just like, I'll punch your info in. It's ordered. Here you go. That would be easier to do than going over to China and getting it because it's already there and it's 2-day shipping through Prime. That means he's ripping me off for 2-day shipping then. I just realized that. Because if I upgraded to 2-day shipping, it would have been like $18 or something crazy. This is crazy. Why did he make me pay for shipping? Now I'm thinking about it.
Supposedly, the Sega Genesis games do not have sound on the system.
This is getting better and better as we
reading some of the reviews for it.
The Vaudevillian Genesis.
AT Games.
This is just getting better and better.
I think you got ripped off.
I know I got ripped off, but you know what? We're making a video on that thing, and we're gonna take that sucker apart. It's gonna be awesome. While we're in the rumors, we have a few other things to do here, talk about here, and then we'll do. Evan, how many Discord questions do we have?
Only one.
Okay, why don't you go and do that now?
Pretty simple. How do you feel about YouTubers or streamers using emulators for their videos? Do you prefer them to use the authentic hardware?
If they can, yes. But honestly, some games, especially if there's no translation for it, like some games have never been translated before. So what do you do? Or we were to the point where if you want to play on the 3DS, you'd have to emulate it, right? Unless you had that fancy like plug-in one. So I guess I don't really have as much of a problem if there's no real other way for you to do it.
I don't have a problem with it. I could care less. You know, I mean, there's the whole logistics of the video quality as well. Like,
Yeah.
yes, there are things you can use to make your video quality look good. And if you're reviewing something, you know, a clone system or something like that, I mean, how's it any different than using a clone system to begin with? You know, it's not original hardware, it's a clone system. But if you're reviewing the clone system, you need to show what the clone system does. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, you can't review or you can't own every single game. So it's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, don't care. Whatever they want to do, and they do it. Especially
if there's like a mod, like how like there are some really good videos online that like Peanut Butter Gamer does and everything, where it is it's like mods. It's like mods of different games. It's how do you do that otherwise? You have to inject the mod and then emulate it. So no, I don't mind. Him and Ant, dude, they all do good ones for that. So I don't mind people having emulate to do it at all. So we'll check out. We'll definitely be checking out that Soulja game system when it shows up. Those are the Discord questions, Evan?
Yep, that is it.
Okay, so the other one, I talked to you about this, Nate, because I thought it was very convenient, but it keeps popping up, is the Persona 5 rumor for the Switch. There was another one that popped up, I think, yesterday, actually, about this. And apparently, it is it's gaining a lot of traction. I know, OJ, you covered it as well, but one literally popped up 12 hours ago.
I didn't see that one. What was that one? What did that one say?
Persona 5 R Complete releasing in 2019 for the Switch.
Persona 5 R?
That's what they have here. Yeah, marked down now is Persona 5 R. Seems to have something to do with URLs that were found, domains.
Yeah, that can you link it in can you link it in the bar just so I can see it? Sorry to hold it up. I just want to see it. Gear Nuke, huh? Okay.
Yep. But it's the same. It seems to be the same narrative at like several. This is just one of the sites that's reporting it. It seems to be all over the place right now about this, and it seems to come down to URLs. And it seems like everyone's really expecting Persona 5 to pop up on the Switch next year, which is interesting because I haven't really heard much about Persona 5 showing up on the Switch until Joker was revealed for Smash, and now all of a sudden it's popping up everywhere.
Yeah, I mean this rumor. It's using established stuff of the URLs that came out, it was like last year when these URLs were first found. And then it's using that somebody on Reddit, again, said that Arc System was busy with another fighting game. And then with today's announcement of the Fantasy Versus, they're like, oh, look, they mentioned Arc System was doing another fighter. That's why they're not working on a Persona Arena game because they're busy with something else. So it's another, like, we're connecting the dots of something. But one of the articles claimed that there was never a rumor about Fantasy Versus. But if you actually go back, it was talked about around E3. So it wasn't out of nowhere. Had people been paying attention, there was already talk of this game for months. So the problem, I think the original source of this Persona rumor from today is the same site that came out with the post-Joker reveal of Persona 5 coming to Switch. So it kind of seems convenient again.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It seems convenient. Like, I'm not saying it's not possible or possibly happening in the background, but it does seem very convenient that it was like, oh, yeah, Persona 5 is coming to Switch next year. Now the Joker's out there.
Yeah, I think it does just seem like a case of convenience. Again, it's not to say that this is not going to happen.
Right.
It very well could, as long as whatever deals Sony had in place with Atlas over the Persona mainline series is either now void or they've created a new deal of some sort. So it could very well happen. It just seems like if this rumor came out before Joker, people would have questioned it a little more. It just seems in a post-Joker for Smash World, it just seems like kind of like a safe bet of you're saying something, oh, it's going to happen because this event just transpired.
Yeah. I mean, I covered a rumor, I think last year with Persona 5, but it was just like, hey, this is just this rumor. I think might have just been somebody putting that out there. And now that Joker's in it, it's definitely going to gain way more traction because the last time it didn't gain as much traction with stuff now because of with how Joker's in Smash Brothers. So yeah.
What's this deal you said, Nate, for Sony and Persona?
Well, there's always been a belief that Sony's had a deal with Atlas that the Persona mainline series remains exclusive to them outside of Persona 1, which also came to the PC. But every single one since then has always been on a Sony platform as far as the mainline Persona games are concerned.
Right.
So it's always been a belief they've had either in writing a contract or just like an agreement between each other where this is ours, nobody else gets Persona.
I wonder if recently, especially recently, because Sony kind of dropped out of the handheld market that's very popular in Japan. I wonder if Atlas or even Sega are looking at that and they're like, maybe we want to be able to get this thing on the Switch as well, just because it would give more of an audience to sell on. I mean, Persona on the Vita was one of the best selling games on the Vita.
I mean, that could even be like their kind of workaround is, you have it on like your platforms and this is a portable hybrid device. So we're kind of like going around the deal and some sort of like back deal type of like aspect. But this rumor to me feels like Grand Theft Auto 5 for Switch rumor. It's just like everyone said it. So when it happens, people will be like, look, I told you it was happening. And then if nothing happens, it's just, well, it was never certain.
Yeah. The only other thing they could do outside of that, if they need more of an audience, is to put it on cell phones. That's the only other thing they could do, because Persona 5 could go to a cell phone and work fine. I don't know what else they could do outside of that, though. If Sony is like, no, you can't put it on the Switch. Well, there's no Vita or Vita 2 to put it on. So what do you want us to do?
Yeah, and with the latest Persona rumor, I mean, the person that they're citing gave some other details, like what was Joker's stage is going to be mementos. Jack Frost appears on the screen with a skull. And so they gave some other details that, I mean, once Joker's actually shown in Smash Brothers, we'll have a better idea. Like as soon as they show the stage, if it isn't that, you can dismiss everything else.
Yes. They were pretty specific with a lot of that stuff too. So yeah, there you go. That's a good way to say if that's the case. Anthony asks, chances of Spyro Trilogy or Kingdom Hearts 3 coming to Switch. Spyro Trilogy's already being worked on for the Switch, from what I understand. Kingdom Hearts 3, though, I don't know. I feel like they wanted desperately to get it done and out, and if they're even thinking about the Switch version, it's probably not even like being worked on until like.
Didn't we kind of talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 coming to Switch? Didn't Max have?
Yeah, Max had info. He said that they were very interested in it, but it sounded like they weren't even programming it yet.
They've got to finish the PS4 and Xbox. So when it's done, let them. That thing's been in forever. They got to finish it.
It's out there, and Latham are still worried it's going to get delayed.
I mean, so once they do that, then they can consider. Because remember, the Kingdom Hearts guys that was announced in 2013. That was before Switch was even a thing. You guys got to remember back in 2013 what was going on in 2013, guys.
Remember it was supposed to be on
what was going on in 2013 when this game was announced.
It was supposed to be on like the Luminous engine. They moved it to Unreal Engine and everything.
Yeah, they switched engines. I mean, so if it's going to come to Switch, like people keep on asking, it's like it's going to have to wait until they are done completely and sell as many copies as possible, and then they can think about putting it on there. You can't snap your fingers and hopefully like.
I'm gonna be honest. I'll be a bit honest. I don't think Square is at one. I don't think they're as financially stable as people think they are at this point. I think there's some issues there, but I definitely don't think that they are rich enough with the kind of manpower to push all of these ports like right away as well. Like I think that's one of the reasons Dragon Quest is taking so long to get.
And also, Unreal 4 was updated during the development of Dragon Quest 11 for Switch, so they wanted the better version of Unreal 4. So they basically didn't they call like the Switch version of Dragon Quest 11 like the remastered version of the PS4 game?
It's like was it Dragon Quest 11 S or something like that?
Dragon Quest 11 S.
Yeah, and apparently, it's gonna be that. I have a feeling it's gonna have like some new stuff to it. So I already beat the game on the PS4. I'm gonna buy it again on the Switch and probably play it again because it's gonna have new stuff. And I really like that game. It's an outstanding game. So I hope that is the case. I hope they have new stuff. That'd be really cool. That's actually one of the few games I would like to see some DLC for because I was going to start working through the end game stuff soon, and I feel like I'm going to want more of that game. So maybe it'll be part of the Switch version. But
I mean, we should find out next week.
What's next week?
There's some information about Dragon Quest 11S.
That's cool.
The Jump Festa is having some information. I think. Wait, never mind. That was Suda's. I was going to say at 2 a.m., but that was Suda's presentation is at 2 a.m. for me at least. Yeah. For you guys, it's 5 a.m.
Oh, good. I hope they show up on Jump Fest for Dragon Quest 11S, and they're like, it's out today. Cool. That's not gonna. No, that game will probably be like late. That'll probably be September 2019. They'll probably have a full year
Yeah, I'm
development.
hoping summer. I think summer would be a good spot, like Octopath type of area.
Sokar says Seiken Densetsu collection in English. I can dream. How is that game not in English yet? How has that game not been localized yet?
I see. This is what makes me mad with Square. Well, not mad, but this is what makes I don't understand with Square Enix. It's like, what? Why? Like, what's the holdup on Seiken Densetsu?
It's blowing my mind that game's not over here yet.
There is a perfectly good like a really good fans translation that they said you can use a million times. Like they've already stated that the people that made it, like this is a solid translation. You guys can use it, take it if you want it, and they're just being completely lame. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, like, it's like, like you can read it on your computer screen while you're playing through it, basically.
Yeah, it's I don't know. This is just a company being lame. I don't know any other way. I can't just there's no other way for me to explain. People keep on asking me about that. I'm like, there's no other thing than they're just being lame about it. So I mean, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I don't get it.
Let me hit you with this. Let me hit you with this one, Sean, because this is gonna make you happy. Okay, we'll do that. We'll talk about this, then we'll do some Q&A before we wrap up here.
All right.
Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2 is seeing a remaster.
I'm very excited for that. I'm curious. People keep asking me why I didn't make a video on it. It's because like that's the information right there. Like that's it. That's what we know. They're getting a remaster. What system? I don't know. When's it coming out? I don't know. What's it gonna look like? I don't know.
Apparently, it is coming out next year.
Yep.
Oh, really?
2019. Yes.
It's forever entertainment. So they're doing the whole what was it, the Fear Effect remaster, or remake. So yeah, it's the same people there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like Panzer Dragoon. So
yeah, that's awesome. Love it.
Oh, I do need to do that. Okay, I need to get No Mercy. I wonder if Second and Charles has that. So someone just asked if I played any wrestling games. I haven't. I don't have a wrestling game. I started my N64 collection back up, Sean. We were at too many games when I bought that big bag N64 games, and now I'm going to start collecting for them again. But I need to get No Mercy.
Yes, you do.
That is an awesome wrestling game on that system. That's when they first brought in ladder matches into the video games. Was that game? Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Panzer Dragoon. I actually downloaded Orda on the Xbox One because it was $5. By the way, it might still be $5. It's Xbox One X enhanced too, so it looks actually really good on my TV. Like it looked great for being an original Xbox game. It looked awesome. So I was playing back through that, and yeah, I'm ready. If they're gonna redo 1 and 2, that's gonna be really cool. But how do we get Saga done?
You don't.
How do we do it?
It's got to be built from the ground up again.
They lost their source code, didn't they?
Yep.
Good. We need to make sure all of the ROMs are off of the internet, and then we need to trust these companies that they'll keep the source code. How did that happen?
God only knows, man.
That's sad because that game's like $300, $400, isn't it?
No, it's more than that.
Oh my gosh, you have a copy, don't you?
Yes, thanks to Milton.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's such a shame because it's so hard to play. It's hard to emulate Saturn stuff.
Yeah,
it's hard to get your hands on the physical copy of the game. So it's like if you don't have it was a game I thought I was never gonna play. Like I just came to terms with it. I was like, I will never be able to enjoy this game. But I got very lucky.
We'll see. I would like to see them. Like if Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2 sell well, the remastered, I would like to see them look at Saga and go, you know what, let's rebuild this thing.
It could happen. I mean, Sega's obviously. I think Sega's gearing up for some interesting stuff in 2019 because they're finally realizing, hey, we have this awesome catalog of games and like people actually like them and people still want to play them. So,
how do we get a Jet Set Radio sequel? How do we do that?
That's bother Sega.
Oh, come on, Sega, what are you doing? Jet Set Radio, Power Stone, just start putting these sequels out there. We'll buy them. I'll buy Power Stone 3. I will buy that.
Yeah. I see. That's the thing. I feel like they would do like a Power Stone's tied in with Capcom as well.
Okay, fine. Crazy Taxi 4.
Crazy Taxi. Well, yeah. See, the problem with the Crazy Taxi current version or remaster is all the branding in the game because there's like Pizza Hut in the game.
Oh. Well, if they make a new one, they can
right.
They can put Chipotle in there or something.
They did do a version on Xbox 360 Arcade though, and it stripped away that stuff. So I don't know why. I wish they would just honestly. I wish Sega would take all of the Xbox 360 Arcade games that they had, like the Virtual Fighter 2, the Knights remaster, where it's like HD graphics and shit, Daytona USA. Just put them on the Switch. Like, please let me play these games anywhere I go. Like, you don't have to change. You don't even have to change the menus and the buttons. They could literally say Xbox Live Arcade on there, and I would be completely fine with it.
Are they on Steam?
Yes.
Okay, here's what you do: go get a GPD Win, and you got them anywhere you want.
Yeah, well, I'm not. The GPD Win's like $300, if not more. I've looked at them.
How much is the Switch?
I already have one.
You got a pretty large Steam collection, man.
No, you know how many games I own on Steam? One. It's nice.
You own more than one. You own more than one. I bet you do.
You're confusing him with me though. So
he's probably got
some free ones.
I know. Do you have Steam on your computer right now, Sean?
Yes.
I just
open it up and go to your library. I bet you it's more than one game.
I buy Steam games and never play them.
They throw in all the free games in there too. That's why I'm saying that.
It's updating, verifying installation.
Crazy Taxi's $8 on there, Sean, and it needs an Intel Pentium 4 and a Radeon X1600 video card or a GeForce 7300. Those are video cards that were out when you were in high school, like early high school.
All right, I should be in good shape.
Yeah, your computer will play it fine, and it's like $8. But the GPD will play all of those, no problem.
Well, I mean,
it's pretty cool, man.
I have Crazy Taxi on my Xbox One.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I just rebought all of the Xbox Live games.
Are you willing to do a review of the GPD Win?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Well, they are very nice people, and they will actually send you one to review.
Really?
That's how I got mine.
Send me some contact info.
I had to figure out what the contact info was for because that was a while ago, but I like it a lot. GPD Win's cool. The Switch is better because it all works together better. You know what I mean? But that thing runs a full version of Windows.
Really?
Yeah, it's just you just turn it on. It's a laptop. It's a mini laptop that has controls and everything. So it has joysticks and it's found like an Xbox 360 controller.
I wouldn't hold your breath on Rainway.
What?
The Rainway for the Switch was literally just to get Rainway's name out.
Oh yeah, do you want to go back into Q&A now? You guys want to pick out chat? Yeah, because they made a video. Remember that promotional video with the Switch in it, and now it's down. It's not up anymore.
Shocking.
I'm just saying, it's not up anymore.
I'm gonna do some interviews with people around here.
Yeah,
gonna do some interviews, John. Gonna do any more interviews with that guy?
Andrew. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. I don't know.
It's almost like there was a year when we kept getting told by everyone that Rainway was going to be amazing, and it was this whole thing for the Switch.
I was always a doubter. I can hang my hat on that. I always was like, bullshit. There's no way.
Would Resident Evil Outbreak be successful nowadays?
No.
Wow.
Maybe if they did it right.
Maybe.
Yes, if they did it right, I think it was ahead of its time.
Wasn't that similar to Umbrella Corps, which also
No, it was more of a it was more of a traditional Resident Evil experience that had other people in it.
It had online, yeah.
Yeah, you could die and then you turn into zombies and like you can plot with the other zombies to like gang up on somebody or something, and like but if it was just done horribly wrong.
On the PS2 though.
Yeah, it was way ahead. I played the hell out of it. It was way ahead of its time.
So it wasn't two teams, it was one team and then you could become the enemy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
And it'll just be zombies, like people that were actually controlled with zombies. But the problem was just communication wasn't there. Lag was also a problem, just like servers not working or connections not working. But it could work today if done right.
You know what's really cool? There's actually servers set up for it. You can play it right now.
Oh, I need to.
People brought it back. Yeah, they brought it back.
Tell me how.
It's,
there's big communities for it. You just got to look it up online.
Okay,
it's all there. It's all there. It's pretty cool.
I didn't even know. I gotta check it out.
I think I talked about that on Newswave a while ago, and I looked back into it, and I was like, "Wow, people are actually playing this game like actively."
Yeah, we had people near us when we still owned that store that would just come in and see if we had it to pick it up.
They wanted to buy it. That's crazy. They want that and a network adapter so they can play online. Oh gosh, here we go. Thoughts on the new Sonic movie poster? Terrified, sad.
My boy Sonic hitting them leg day, man. He don't ever miss leg day. I can't believe that they greenlit that they okayed Sonic having regular human legs like that.
It looks bad. Like I don't know what they did to him. Someone had to have did they talk to Sega about it?
I can't believe that that's actually. I really hope that's not a thing. Like, there's no way Sonic can be running around like with man legs.
You know what would be the best thing ever is if they never show him in the previews, right? They keep showing these posters, then you go there and it's not. It doesn't look like that at all. It looks like regular Sonic, and that was like the biggest marketing campaign.
And it's all animated.
Yeah, or maybe they ripped that out at the last minute. They're like, we can't go through with this. Like, it's gonna be bad. So did you see the poster, Nate?
No, I haven't.
Wow, really? All right,
talking
this is
about?
good. We can see his reaction in real time then, or hear his reaction in real time. Do you have a link to anyone have a link to the poster, whether it's on Twitter?
Well, there were two posters. There's the one with him sitting on top of the bridge, and then just him.
Yes, we need both of those for
Well,
Nate in the chat.
See, I heard that the one where it's just him is potentially fake.
Yeah, because it came from someone else's concept art, but that just made me feel like it's the same thing as Detective Pikachu, and maybe they pointed to that to be like, no, it's fine. We can make it not look at all like the character.
Well, the problem is the one where he's sitting on the bridge makes worse sense, like if you look at it, because like
Yeah.
the legs don't match up at all. It makes no sense at all. So it's not good. That one though, where he's like shadowed out, that's really bad. I hope that's not actually a thing.
Oh wait, hold up, wrong link. What the hell?
As long as it wasn't Sean posting the wrong link. You're okay.
Sonic Spin.
Oh, man.
That's funny, dude. Sonic Spin, dude.
So we'll be getting Nate's reaction here in a second.
let me. I have the link right here, or at least the where you can see the picture. You can just. What the? It keeps on. It won't let me post
No,
it.
that's right. Sonic gets a movie.
Oh, there it is. All right.
Okay.
I thought it was the Gear Nuke link again. I was like,
Sonic gets another new poster. Oh man, that one looks so
Alright.
bad. That's not even that's the one that we know of right now where he's sitting there, but then there's another one of him like shadowed out, and it's so bad.
a whole new speed of hero. Sonic the Hedge. The fuck is that? What the hell? Like, what the hell is all this?
Now the big thing is to just go on Twitter and look for the memes based on it. People wearing like fursuit outfits and running into stuff. It's fantastic.
It looks
what
like
is this? What's this neon light shit? What do you do? Like,
that's the blue blur. That's the blur of him running all over the place.
He
Like,
ran
and then-
so fast he got to turn around,
But
sit down, and take a selfie of
and his
himself behind
speakers
him.
are electrified.
The problem is his legs don't match up. It's like they don't actually come to a point where like his midsection would be. It's just like people were drawing what he looks like on the other side, and it's horrifying.
Like I said, man, it looks like a furry got dressed up for a convention, and then they hired him to do this movie. Like that's just what it looks like. It looks. I can't believe this is real. I can't accept that this is going to be what the movie is going to be. I can't accept this.
There's even a gold ring on his sneaker, and then they actually wrote "Sonic was here"
Oh
next to the release date. What the? I hope this movie doesn't make $1.
It'll still make money, but it's gonna be bad.
It shouldn't make money. It's like the arc switch of movies.
Apparently the creator of Sonic is not happy with what he saw. And
Why would he be?
Yeah, like that's why like they're doing the Mario movie, right? The Super Mario movie, and they at least brought Miyamoto in. Like they should have brought the creator of Sonic in and been like, what do we do? Because if like Nintendo wasn't so close to that movie, I'd have no confidence in that. But the fact that Miyamoto's like working actively with it, I feel a little better about it. But this Sonic thing's gonna be bad.
Well, we have the great Bob Hoskins and what's his name?
John
Mario.
Leguizamo.
Yeah, John Leguizamo Mario movie. I mean, that movie had Big Berta and bombs and
Yeah,
evolving monkeys.
there's nowhere to go but up from that, right? At least
Well,
yeah.
except for the Sonic movie that somehow it's going to be
Oh,
worse.
I cannot believe they're gonna probably try to bring some like real life conflict into it or something, and like
Well, isn't Jim Carrey
he's not
Eggman?
okay. That I actually think he can pull off because he needs to play a cartoon character, and that's like what he does. So I think he can actually do that. I think he could do that. But like they're gonna probably have like Sonic try to stop like nuclear weapons launching or something. Like be like what is happening?
Well, it's still a better plot than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yes, that was bad too. But now they're actually putting the animated movies in theaters, so we're okay now. We just had to go through that horror first. $100 million budget on that too.
Why did they even make a Sonic movie? Who asked for this? Like, did people play Sonic 2006 and see Sonic carrying a real woman? They're like, let's make this a movie.
Oh no! Oh, Sonic 2006. Would you guys buy the Saboteur, the one from Pandemic, if it's re-released? I wasn't as big of a fan of that one. I mean, it was all right. It wasn't like bad or anything. I didn't enjoy it as much as I think a lot of people did, but I thought it was okay. I think at the time I was more looking at like Grand Theft Auto, and then I saw that and I was like,
yeah, that one was more design choices for an open world game. The whole like no color until you free the area kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that's still on PC though, isn't it?
I don't know.
I thought it was anyway. I wonder if they have like that would be a game that I could see them. It's not. That's a game I could see them doing like an Xbox One X enhancement of, but I don't know if it really needs a re-release. I just don't think it would sell as well, unfortunately. Is Black, the OG Xbox game, a good game? Yes, it is.
Yes,
I like the original Black. That was a good game. Get it on the original Xbox though. It runs better on there, and I think it supports 480p or 720p. There were only a few games on the Xbox that did 720p, I thought.
True Crime Streets of LA, baby. 720p. That's how I played it.
Chris says Jim Carrey is Eggman and always love SpawnCast. Thank Chris. Yeah, I actually think Jim Carrey can pull off Eggman. I think he can do it. I mean, let's face it. We saw what Sonic looks like. I don't think Jim Carrey will be the worst thing in that movie. So, opinions of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I have not seen it yet. Evan has.
It was awesome.
You liked it. Okay, good.
Try to avoid spoilers because I actually realized this was the first movie where you see all the trailers and they really didn't show you any of the bad guys. So
okay.
Like just go watch it. Don't see other people's opinions.
Okay. I will do my best to go see it soonish. And
I'm gonna go rewatch it soon. Actually,
I'm glad a lot of people liked it though because it looked like kind of what a lot of people wanted from an animated Spider-Man movie. So that's good to hear.
It looked cool. When I went to go see Jurassic Park, I saw the previews for it and I was like, man, this looks pretty cool. And we got like a new movie theater in my town, so it's like really cool and it's like cheap movies on Sunday. So I'll probably go check it out. Everyone's saying how good it is.
The Warrior 720p on Xbox. The Warriors was an awesome game. Is that backwards compatible yet?
That game is dope. I don't know if it's backwards compatible, but that game is freaking amazing. And I don't like Rockstar games as much, but that's my favorite Rockstar game.
That was a good co-op game.
Yeah, it was amazing. I played the whole thing co-op twice. Once when I was in, I came out, I think when I was in high school. Then I played it again when I was in college. It's freaking amazing. If you guys have not played the Warriors, it's on PS2. It's on Xbox. I want to play it. Is that you have to like the movie though. If you like the movie, if you've seen the movie, the original movie, it's much better if you've seen the original movie.
Yeah. Is that? I don't know if that's backwards compatible or not.
There's an HD PS4 version though, isn't there?
I don't know if there is.
Ooh, I had it on original Xbox. I remember that, and it's gotten kind of hard to find now on the original Xbox. So
yeah, I got it on PS2 and Xbox.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it's so good. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I love the original movie. That's why the corniness and everything.
This guy knows what he's talking about. The Bouncer.
Yes, I was about to say that the Bouncer remastered.
That 2-hour-long game.
I remember we actually liked that back in like middle school. I think is when it came out. I do remember that when it came out, and that was I think it was because the graphics were so amazing.
Yeah, wasn't the Bouncer a tester game for the PS2 release? Like it was one of the early ones?
It was all
had like grown up Sora, and you beat the hell. It was my first PS2 game. I was so excited. I was like, I can't wait to go home and play this game all weekend. I beat the game in like an hour and a half. I was like, oh.
It's a game you're supposed to play through. You're supposed to play through it multiple times because you level up the characters, and then you choose different characters and see it from different points of view. The story. So it was interesting for that, but if you look back on it now, it's not a great game at all. It's like
the original trailer showed like awesome Jackie Chan jumping off the wall, like all these different type of techniques, and then the actual game was just punch, kick, pick up the chair, hit him. It was the raging justice of 2000.
Sean, what's this super chat? What is this? What does this mean?
He's saying that furries put a lot of love into their suits, so this looks worse. The Sonic game.
Sonic
looks worse.
Like, what is it? Okay, Evan, you got okay. So I see. Okay, so just a hair is saying that I guess the Sonic costume looks like a low budget cosplay. Here's the thing: we haven't actually seen Sonic like at all, really. Right? We've seen some movie posters of him, his legs and everything, but we haven't actually seen him. The big thing is going to come down to what his face looks like, I think, when you see him.
I agree.
That's going to be the telling fact. We said that, and we're like, wow, that's what you wasted the money on. Okay. We'll see. But the Bouncer, I think was just good for us, Nate, back then, because when we made that jump to the PS2, visuals were insane on those CRTs. That and Final Fantasy X.
Oh yeah, it was seeing the bouncer for the first time. Was like, wow, look at this game. I mean, you look at it now, it's really not that good, but
you know what game really impressed me with graphics was Red Faction for some reason, like Red Faction 2 and Red Faction.
It was the destruction overall. Yeah.
Yeah, that game looked amazing when I was like, man, what is this? When I first saw it.
Did you check out the remaster edition at all?
I did. I got a press copy.
Yeah. I had fun playing that again. I don't know. I like that. Not as many people like the Red Faction Gorilla. I actually like that game.
I played the original. I have the game on PS3 and I checked out. Yeah, it's not bad. It's okay. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. It has 4K, or it has like a performance mode, I think, too, on the Xbox One X. But I liked it. It was fun. Yeah, man, the PS2 era was awesome. Oh, man. That and the GameCube.
It was good.
Now
Xbox Halo LAN parties, man.
Yeah, Halo was great too. The LAN.
They were all great. They were all great. That era, the 6th generation, was just freaking amazing. Just in general, just amazing.
You know why? It's because the internet wasn't as prevalent as it is now. So we had to pass rumors along at like the lunchroom table and stuff. But
we still have the game magazines. But then IGN started getting bigger and bigger. So that's kind of like when things started getting a little bit more. But yeah, it was 6th generation was amazing.
They were cooler when they were N64.com.
Maybe.
That was a while ago. Yes. Man, those are the days. I like that generation. That was a good. That was probably one of the generations.
It was probably the best generation, in my opinion. It's the best generation. That generation was amazing. So
the Xbox, PS2, and GameCube. Man, there was
so many good. Xenosaga, dude. There's freaking Xenosaga. I mean,
there was a lot of creativity getting thrown around then.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I miss those days. I guess that's gonna do it for tonight. We still have to go around and do outros and everything, but it's a fun night tonight. Let me go around here. OJ, where can they find you, man?
Yeah, you can find me right here on YouTube, Player Essence. We are having more Super Smash Brothers Ultimate giveaways, more giveaways. We still got a few more codes. We've already given away at least 2 or 3. We still got a few more codes for you guys, so I will link the giveaway, Gleam giveaway there. And look forward to Super Smash Brothers content on the channel this upcoming week. We got an Inklings guide and a top. I'll probably like my top characters or whatever, but we do have an Inkling guide. So if you want to learn how to play Inklings, definitely check out the channel this upcoming week. And of course, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate giveaway. So
yes, cool. What about Sean? Where can they find him, man?
Find me on RGT85. Tomorrow I'm doing a video on SD cards and different SD cards for the Switch, because it's not my research. It's actually one of my Patreon's research. He actually got some different SD cards that are supposedly all the same read and write speed, and found out that is actually not the case. And there is one that is significantly faster than the other. So we're going to talk about that. He gave me the clearance to give all that information. And then, I have no idea what I'm doing this week, but you can find me on RGT85. Woo.
Fair enough. Do we have anyone we wanted to raid as well? That's out there streaming or anything? Let me know. We can find somebody, I guess. And Nate, where can they find you, man? You're coming up on the 10,000 mark for the Nintendo ambassadorship, right?
Yep, almost to 10,000. So they can find me on Twitter at DirectFeedGames. From there is a link to my YouTube channel where I bring direct feed game footage. And in the upcoming week, I have a few Switch games that will be coming out before the Christmas holiday. And I'm still hoping to eventually share Battle Princess Madeline Switch footage, because it keeps getting delayed every week. So maybe this will be the week I can actually share footage of that game.
Well, yeah, I would like to buy that game, actually.
I got someone that we can raid.
Okay. Very good. And then, Evan, you're on Twitter, right?
Yep, just on Twitter. I plan on streaming a bit of Smash this week, so I'll announce when I'm doing that there.
Oh, yeah. You're on Twitch streaming, right?
Yep, and I'll probably hop in our Discord, and actually, if anyone through our community wants to play some Smash rounds, I'll be up for it.
Okay, cool. Very good. And you have that on what you call it, on Discord, right? The Discord, you talk to people on there to find.
Yeah. Yep, all of it's there.
That's cool. Who did you find, OJ? Oh, people are saying does Etika even stream anymore? I didn't think he was allowed on YouTube anymore. I thought he got banned on there.
I thought he had to find a third-party thing to stream from, because I think Twitch doesn't even let him on there either.
Yeah, I met him at in New York. He's pretty cool guy.
I linked George's channel, so if you guys want to rate George,
okay,
my dude George, you guys can rate.
Where is Etika streaming then?
Probably right Twitch.
Well, if you guys have a I guess where does he? You guys maybe could tell me in the chat where does he stream? Maybe we could send people there if he's not on any of his normal platforms.
Yeah, and be careful about those new channel. That new channel that was supposedly people told me was Etika. That turned out to be a complete fake. So
I can see that. I think you're going to see a lot of that happen. Just if you see a new channel pop up, just see if he's talking about it on his Twitter, because that happens with a lot of bigger YouTube personalities who get like potentially banned or knocked off Twitter. Some people always try to make a new account and try to like impersonate. So you got to watch for that.
I'm gonna be the white Etika. Make a channel called White Etika.
Wetica.
that would, dude, that would actually probably be pretty lucrative. If you just overreacted to everything, like break stuff in there, and like that would probably be lucrative.
Oh, is that the new channel there that you guys are talking about? That's what it is. Is that it?
I think
that's it. Yeah, Etika. Yeah, I think that's the one that you guys are talking about. You got George's channel in there though. You can go say hi. But I guess that's gonna do it here this week for the SpawnCast. Thanks to everyone who joined us. It was a lot of fun, and we'll see you guys next Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, where we'll do it all again. That's episode 90, right, Evan?
Yeah, that should be 90.
On our way to 100, getting there pretty quick. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you next weekend.